Hamas remains a violent group of people. Hamas remains a danger not just to Israel, but to the people of Gaza. That's why we need an international security force on the ground to stabilize that and prevent them from doing some of the things we've seen.
The Trump administration is not letting up in its war on drug smuggling on the high seas.
The U.S. has so far launched 9 strikes against alleged drug-carrying vessels in the Caribbean Sea and the Eastern Pacific Ocean. And U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is defending the Trump administration's actions.
This is an operation against narco-terrorists, as the Department of War characterizes them, the Al-Qaeda of the Western Hemisphere. These are well-funded, dangerous, violent drug cartels that operate as terrorists who are flooding our country with drugs.
The latest U.S. strike on Wednesday killed 3 people in the Eastern Pacific Ocean. I'm Donna Warder.
The U.S. and the EU are slapping tighter sanctions on Russia over the war in Ukraine. The U.S. is sanctioning Russia's 2 biggest oil companies. The EU measures target Russian oil and gas. Canadian Prime Minister Carney says Canada is rethinking its traditionally close economic ties with the U.S.
This decades-long process of an ever closer economic relationship with the United States is now over.
He says Canada plans to double its non-U.S. exports over the coming 10 years. On Wall Street, ahead of this morning's opening bell, the Dow futures are down 102 points. The Nasdaq futures off 61 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
They say timing is everything in the gold and silver markets, and it's true. Dennis Prager here for AmFed Coin and Bullion. Although you can buy at the right time, if you buy the wrong coins, you may not make a profit. When gold was $400 an ounce, many people were talked into buying high-grade old gold and silver collector's coins. Unfortunately, most of the people who bought these so-called semi-numismatic coins, like the $20 St. Gordon's and Liberty Head gold coins, have not broken even on their investment. Incredible, given that gold has risen approximately 525% since then. So while timing is everything, if you buy the wrong coins, the timing simply doesn't matter. Having a dealer who cares about positioning you in the right types of coins or bullion will mean more to your portfolio than anything else. That's why I deal with Nick Rovich and AmFed Coin and Bullion. Whether you're buying or selling, call 800-221-7694. That's 800-221-7694. Or go to AmericanFederal.com. AmericanFederal.com.
Britain's King Charles and Queen Camilla are at the Vatican for an historic visit to forge closer ties between the Church of England and the Roman Catholic Church. Charles arrived with Camilla in a St. Peter's Square virtually emptied of people by security forces, and they had an audience with Pope Leo. Tropical storm Melissa is lumbering through the Caribbean Sea, bringing a risk of dangerous landslides and life-threatening flooding to Jamaica and southern Hispaniola. Officials urge residents of flood-prone areas to head for higher ground. Schools and offices are closed in the Dominican Republic and Jamaica, and storm shelters are opening. A foot of rain is possible in eastern Jamaica, southern Haiti, and the southern Dominican Republic through Saturday. Melissa was forecast to move gradually over the coming few days. It had maximum sustained winds at 50 miles per hour, could be a hurricane by Friday and a major hurricane by the late weekend. News and analysis at townhall.com. Researchers may have discovered another weapon for deployment in the never-ending war on cancer.
The most widely used COVID-19 vaccines may offer a surprise benefit for some cancer patients, revving up their immune systems to help fight tumors. People with advanced lung or skin cancer who were taking certain immunotherapy drugs lived substantially longer if they also got a Pfizer or Moderna shot within 100 days of starting treatment. The molecule that powers those specific vaccines, mRNA, appears to help the immune system respond better to cutting-edge cancer treatments. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Meta cutting roughly 600 artificial intelligence jobs, even as it hires more workers for its superintelligence lab. Axios first reported the cuts affecting Meta's fundamental AI research or FAIR unit, as well as product-related AI and AI infrastructure units. Townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat.
Yeah, come on.
I feel the heart of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm, I'm ringing through it. The banjo guitar, the cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The demolition, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Thursday, everybody.
One step closer to the edge.
Depending on when you woke up this morning, you might have woke up to a little rain.
Yeah, it was kind of sprinkling a little bit. Just enough to moisten up everybody's vehicles and get everything dirty.
Yeah, it was just, I hit like this time where it was right about 6 o'clock. I was in the bathroom, doing my ablutions, and all of a sudden I hear, it's raining. I heard a pitty patter, and I'm like,
pitter patter. It's raining, or someone has children.
Yeah. And I don't, so let's be rain. so yeah, but by the time, I think 10 minutes, because then I rolled out the house about 6:15, and I think it was done by then. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it was just a little quick spitty moment.
Yeah, and so, but allegedly, we have a chance at a little more rain here.
Yeah.
So we'll see this morning. But, today.
Fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah. But happy Thursday. Hope all of you are having a wonderful day. I know it does feel like, because I felt the same way. I didn't want to get out of bed
this has been
this was I was sleeping too.
Incredibly long week. Like, I felt like most of yesterday was Thursday.
Yeah.
Like, even to the point where I left here and I'm like, I forgot to do the football opens. And I'm like, wait, it's Wednesday.
It's wrestling night.
Yeah.
Nope. Today is now full on Thursday. You got to do the opens today. So, and speaking of opens, we do have high school football action for you tomorrow night. As of course, two big games on our docket for you here. As the Roswell Coyotes will be hosting Mayfield here on Friday night at the Wool Bowl. We will have that game for you right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, live streaming video of the broadcast in the Roswell Coyote channel at ksvptv.com. The Goddard Rockets travel to Artesia to take on the Bulldogs. That game we will have for you from the Goddard perspective on our sister station, 106.1 FM La Pantera. Also, live streaming video of that broadcast in the Goddard Rocket channel at ksvptv.com. Bulldog fans, you'll get that perspective in our Artesia radio station, 990 AM KSVP, the Bulldog channel at ksvptv.com.
Bulldog fans, what in God's name are you doing listening to this morning show?
You know what? There are a few, one or two, and wink to you guys.
God bless them.
That followed me over from back in my morning show days in Artesia, and so they'll listen in there. So, because for some reason they like me.
Being a Packers fan deep in cowboy country, I feel your pain.
Who you talking? I'm a Commanders fan married to a Cowboys fan.
That's a good point. I can't help but keep getting distracted. So pull back of the curtain.
Yes.
Mike received an honor over the weekend. And as a result, yesterday he was our KS VIP of the day.
Yeah, I got my flower.
Got a flower from House of Flowers there in Artesia, and a Bob Ross plush. Here's the thing with the Bob Ross plush. And I keep looking at it because it's just right over Mike's shoulder.
Yeah.
Now, I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to add a little bit of distinction and the grays into his beard.
Yeah, so he's got streaks.
What it looks like from a distance is that Bob Ross is foaming at the mouth. It seriously looks like he's Mad Bob. I need to go grab my shotgun and take him out.
If we because he's got a pink shirt.
Yeah.
We can make him a wrestler. We get a championship belt and some nipples. And
I will say, if you do this and not know that it's Bob Ross, he kind of does have a Harley Race look about him.
I'm just saying.
He does kind of look like old school Harley Race.
We give him a
pompadour.
A championship belt, some nipples, and I think he'll be a wrestler.
What's that line down his chest? Oh, it was an appendectomy scar.
We might have to make that hair.
That pink, though, we're going to need to put some body tan on him. Because you don't go out that pasty in the ring. Unless you're Sheamus, you don't go out that pasty.
It does look like pork pink.
But just the way that the streaks are there, it just looks like he's just got it just coming down his beard. It's very... Like, did you get bit by something?
He's the liver king.
All right, kids, today we're going to paint a dystopian wasteland, a nice little pretty dystopian waste. There's voices in the trees, man. I just imagine that he's his mind has got to be boiling right now, but with the high fever.
Speaking of because he dropped the Liver King dude.
Yeah,
I remember like 2 months ago, he got in trouble for threatening Joe Rogan or something. Whatever happened with all that? Yeah.
Well, okay, so like a year to a year and a half ago, the whole thing came out that he wasn't just eating like raw organ meats. He was also on like an incredible amount of steroids.
Oh yeah, look at that guy. Come on.
I know. Yeah, you do not get that kind of.
He looks like he's about to have a heart attack every time you see him. It's like, geez, Louise.
I don't know that you can achieve that body naturally.
Yeah, when you're that color red and your veins stick out that far.
I think the closest person that's ever come to achieving that naturally, and then again, that's naturally with an asterisk, is The Rock.
Yeah.
Because I know he still has like, everything he eats has like a scoop of protein powder on it.
Yeah.
I mean, the man is just like 80% protein.
Yeah. He just perpetually looks like that guy that's mad that's going.
Although I will say that Dwayne Johnson like lost a ton of weight to play that role in the Smashing Machine.
Yeah. He
was looking kind of like
normal.
Well, normal, I would say, but like when you look at the Rock and you see like the Rock's face and that body, you're like, that's very incongruous from what I'm used to. I mean, where's the rest of you?
Wait till we see like 70-year-old Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious to see where that is. I hope I'm around for that.
Well, do you remember? Here's the thing: wrestlers, especially like the roided out ones.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens, but they're like their breast muscle like separates, and so they get this like weird like gap right here.
Yeah.
And that's probably what's going to happen to The Rock, is slowly his muscles are going to atrophy or deteriorate, and he's just going to have like a gaping like canyon right here between two pretty sizable cans,
Maybe. I don't know, or it just goes south.
I mean, it's completely the other way around.
Because I imagine, and this is where The Rock, because he kind of transitioned into actor from wrestler, and so he kind of changed all that, and of course he's got, but I think that's like the biggest deal is when you have these guys, especially, when you look at a lot of those wrestlers and they probably ate, 5 gazillion calories a day to keep all that.
Yeah.
But that hunger there, but the activity isn't. So that's why a lot of them turn into, big sloppy messes. Cause
that reminds me, have you seen, I've only seen one trailer for it, but there's a show coming on USA. I think it's called Braun Strowman Eats Everything.
Okay.
You know who Braun Strowman is?
I've heard that name, but I don't know.
He was a WWE wrestler for the longest time.
Okay.
And because this is with USA, I got to imagine he's probably doing something with them. Everything on the menu with Braun Strowman. That's what it is. So he goes to these places and he literally orders everything on the menu. But it's one of those where he goes back in the kitchen and he watches kind of how it's like Guy Fieri kind of.
Right. So it's like man versus food, but
right.
It's not a challenge per se. He just eats it all.
He's just a hungry man. And
he's not trying for a T-shirt or nothing.
That's true, because there was a moment that was sort of like viral, and this was from years ago, where he did an interview and he talked about what he eats in an average day, and it's like a dozen eggs for breakfast, like the equivalent of like 3 chickens for lunch.
Yeah.
And he kind of goes through everything. He's like, this is what it takes to fuel this.
Yeah, exactly. It does. It's like we all remember the stories of Phelps' diets during the Olympics and all. Michael Phelps, the swimmer, and he literally ate 80,000 pounds of pasta, and he consumed more food.
Well, he was a pothead. Obviously, he had the munchies.
But with the swimmer's calorie intake,
I love that one test revealed he had a faint amount of marijuana in his system, and everybody's like, "He's a stoner." He probably walked by a party once.
No, actually, he admitted he's a...
Yeah,
but
I know.
He also has, his whole focus since the post-swimming Olympics and the gold medals and all that has been mental health stuff.
Right.
And so he's in,
You know what I'm curious about is whatever happened to Ryan Lochte?
Yeah, I think... his name got tarnished, man.
Yeah, he
lost all the...
He did everything he could to tarnish it.
Well, he lost all the Olympian... See, that's where the Olympians make all their money.
Right.
You know?
Do you think Shaq got rich playing in Orlando? No, he got rich playing in college. Everybody knows that.
But I mean, you get the gold medals in the name, and then you go on the tour, and you're the Bruce Jenner, or you're the...
all your spokesman deals.
But if you get caught, trashing a gas station or whatever he did back there in that Olympics, him and his, that kind of... People don't want you on your Wheaties box no more. So,
well, according to the AI, which has been known to be wrong, bear in mind, it's still searching. That's not a good thing.
No.
When even AI can't come up with an answer for you. Okay, this says, Ryan Lochte's life has been marked by recent significant changes, including a divorce from Kayla Ray Reid, which was announced in October, literally this month, October of 2025. He's been recovering from a severe car accident in November of 23 that resulted in a broken femur.
Oh, so he's been injured.
And led him to seek treatment for substance abuse. Today, he's focused on his recovery, his family, and his involvement with swimming clinics.
So things did go south, personally, it sounds like. So, all right. Well, happy day, everybody.
God be with him.
Yeah. All right, before I start researching more, I'm going to do the show rundown and get this bad boy going.
Whatever happened to Carrie Strug?
Well, no, never mind. I'm not even going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go put that in ether. Here, let me tell you what's on tap for today's show.
Now I really am wondering.
I was seeing a bunch of stuff on Kristen Bell.
Oh.
That's apparently she had a tweet that went out that was kind of a joke tweet with her husband, and it did not
I heard
enter
about
the
that.
public well. And apparently she ghosted the Today Show or something. I don't know. I just saw about a bazillion articles. I still haven't seen what she actually said yet.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Today, Carrie Strug works as a program manager in the U.S. Department of Justice's Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention in D.C.
Right on.
I did not see that career path coming.
Took a turn.
Yeah, he certainly did.
All right. Sorry. Back to the show. This hour, we're going to replay our interview we had with Geneva Martinez from the organization With Many Hands. They've got coming up next week a two-night candidate forum. Night one's going to focus on wards 1 and 3, and then night 2 will be the mayoral race in wards 4 and 5. So she joined us to talk about that. Of course, talk about the organization With Many Hands as well, too. So we'll play that interview here in just a few moments. Jazz Festival going on this week here in Roswell. So we're going to have the folks from the Jazz Festival join us in the 8 o'clock hour, talk about what's on tap for the rest of the week here for this year's Jazz Festival. And then Crystal Noble with the Roswell Humane Society will join us in the 9 o'clock hour, give us an update on pets available for adoption and, of course, any upcoming events and other stuff as well, too. The thrift store deals, all that good stuff. Plus, we'll do all of the newses of the local variety, national variety, so forth, your sports updates, and whatever else we can come up with for today's show. Before we do any of that, let's get you up to date on the weather.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment, hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Some showers possible today. We have low pressure crossing over northern New Mexico, and we'll stay in the upper 70s with that cloud cover. A shower may linger into the overnight hours, down to 50, and then we're right back to sunshine on Friday. Upper 70s for the afternoon high. Our weekend looks really good. Sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday. Mid 70s to low 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 61 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 50%. Winds currently out of the north at 10 miles per hour. Yeah, we're looking at a 40% chance at some showers here during the day today, Thursday. Partly cloudy otherwise. Expect a high of only 78 today, so a little cooler. Winds will be out of the north, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, there is a 20% chance of some showers, mainly before midnight. Partly cloudy. Expect an overnight low of 49 degrees. East winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's it for rain talk. Then actually quite sunny. And temps are decent, too. Mostly sunny on Friday. Expect highs mid-70s, 76. Northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Friday night for football, mostly clear. Overnight low of 49, so probably want to bring a coat for the latter part of that game. Going to be chilly. North winds at around 5 miles per hour. Then for the weekend, Saturday, sunny 75. North winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunny and 83 on Sunday. And then next week, low 80s Monday. Upper 70s Tuesday, 69, upper 60s on Wednesday of next week. So might be a little bit cool down there in midweek there. We'll see how that goes. All right, it is 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. We're going to take a 3.5-minute break, and then we're going to play our interview we had with Geneva Martinez from the organization With Many Hands on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters. Good morning.
There's nothing more magical than 80,000 cubic feet of hot air flying overhead. Join us in Artesia, New Mexico for the 42nd Annual Balloons and Tunes Festival, November 7th through the 9th. Friday kicks off with fun flights from local schools. Then Saturday and Sunday mornings, watch the skies fill with color as hot air balloons launch at dawn from Eagle Draw Park. Stick around for inflatable costume races, bounce houses, and even remote control balloons. Food and coffee trucks will keep you fueled for the fun. Saturday night, 5th and Texas comes alive at the Artesia Arts Council's Balloons, Bands, and Brews. With food trucks, local New Mexico brews, live music, and the Artesia High School Marching Band performing alongside balloon pilots in a fiery concert you won't forget. Admission is free, with only $10 entry into the beer garden. Plan your weekend getaway to Artesia, November 7th through the 9th for the Balloons and Tunes Festival. For more information, give us a call at 575-746-2744 or visit artesiachamber.com. Paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
Think back to your childhood. Did you ever have someone tell you look just like your dad? Or maybe you look like your mom, or maybe that great Uncle Joe. It's natural for us to have physical traits that are similar to our family members. As God was creating mankind, the Bible says we were created in His image. This is much deeper than just physical traits. This is about our soul yearning to be like Him. From the beginning of time, we were meant to carry the spiritual traits of our Father. However, that same mankind He created chose to go away from those traits. To bring us back into relationship with Him, God sent His Son as a sacrifice to make us once again look like Him. God offers us His saving grace so that our sins are covered and we can look like Him once again. Jesus set that example for us to follow, just like a big brother should. So join us as we study together to learn how to look more like Jesus.
And joining us in studio this morning from the organization With Many Hands, Geneva Martinez back with us. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great. How about yourself? I'm always so used to saying with. So, but with many hands never sounds right. So I'm like, let me rephrase. But before we kind of talk about the candidate forum and everything, I know what this organization does, but kind of give folks just a little bit of background. They may have heard of With Many Hands, may see it all over social media, but maybe not fully in understand what your organization does. Because to be honest, it's pretty broad. You guys you seek resources for folks, but it's in very broad terms. So kind of lay that out for folks.
Yeah. So With Many Hands is a grassroots organization, nonprofit. We represent working class folks, the constituents of the community, and we look at what real issues are. Sure. And we try to tackle those issues.
That's why it's kind of fluid.
Right.
I mean, there's a focus on homeless and that because those are obviously big issues here.
Yeah, it actually started off discussing recycling. Jocelyn was part of the original core group. Yeah. And the leadership team. And quickly it switched to affordable housing, not realizing that we didn't have enough resources, and then digging a little bit further. 70% of our homes were built from 1920 to 1980.
We're due for some upgrades.
So, So, and we talk about our water infrastructure aging out. So our homes are aging out. And so, yes, we do need more developers to come in. We do need to do infills, but the quickest way to affordable housing is home rehabilitation.
Absolutely.
So looking at our neighborhoods, and so the group was going door knocking, talking to neighbors, and while they're door knocking, they would have to skip over houses because they're boarded up, and so our neighborhoods were not stabilized.
Which we all know, when you see boarded up and derelict buildings, it does. It brings down the neighborhood. It does draw elements of crime and things. So it really is a solving multiple issue type deal. Right. Is, hey, if we can fix the houses, more people, better place to live. But guess what? When things are nice and taken care of, guess what happens? The whole neighborhood kind of starts doing that.
And then we see that.
Yeah.
We're actually seeing that right now. So then the first idea was that we would purchase homes that were not foreclosed on, but the city had maybe condemned.
Right.
But they put liens on it. I talked to one of the attorneys, and they said it was just a lot of red tape. So we're like, okay, well, let's look at who owns these houses.
Let's start unraveling it.
Yeah, and then reach out to them. We had only $40,000 of seed money, but with that $40,000, there was 10 houses that needed work to bring the house up to livable standards for what HUD says is a safe, livable house.
Yeah.
One house needed a roof, one house needed plumbing, one needed electrical work.
Wow. So it sounds like you got a lot.
Yeah, so we got 4 houses done in 45 days.
You could drop that easy on the roof.
Yeah, right. So this idea, this pilot project of, hey, we can take money and invest, and then we make a contract with the property owner that they rent it at an affordable rent. So this idea of rehab to rental was sparked. Took that to MFA, our Housing New Mexico, and they gave us $500,000 to do houses here in Travis County. And then the state recognized what we were doing, and they came along and put in another $650,000 into the state. So this program was just this little seed program of people like Jocelyn and our team leaders going and knocking on doors.
Real grassroots effort. Yeah.
And so in the 2.5 years of all of the work we've been doing, in the one-on-one conversations with people, we realized that it's not just affordable housing. There's food insecurities. People are, struggling with the water rates, the hikes that came about, infrastructure, our road system, and then the flood. And so,
it compiled everything tenfold. Yeah.
So 2 of the houses that we've already rehabbed were flood houses, and now are livable. So we're excited about that. 2 other houses are out at the base, and it was just like around the corner. So now this neighborhood at the base has these houses that are newly remodeled, and families are able to utilize that for affordable housing.
That's great. One house at a time.
It is. It really is.
And that's what I love about this is like you said, because it really started from the beginning. It was just like yourself, people that want to make a difference and help. And fortunately, Geneva's very good at turning over rocks and talking to people, and you need some folks like that. And that's why I admire what you guys do. It's just, despite hurdles, you're like, well, we still got a problem. What can we do to solve it? And that's really what the organization's about. And yes, you're continuing this work, but don't be surprised if it's going to pivot again as another need arises and things like that. So, which kind of shifts our gear to what we want to invite folks to here next week. With the upcoming municipal election, early voting is going on right now. From my understandings, last I heard, as far as numbers goes, less than 3% of registered voters have early voted so far. So most people have not voted yet in this upcoming election. Of course, November 4th is municipal election day, but With Many Hands will be hosting a two-night candidate forum, basically, for all of the contested races in the upcoming municipal election for city council and mayoral candidates.
Yes.
So it'll be a two-night event. Night 1, which will take place on Monday the 27th. That'll be wards 1 and 3 for those city council contested races. And then night 2, which will be the next night, the 28th, the mayoral race, and then wards 4 and 5 will be evented. Kind of talk a little bit about how this kind of came together, this event.
Yeah, so 2 years ago, we held a public forum, and we did just housing.
Okay.
And 9 of the 11 candidates participated then. We have a lot more candidates. That's why we are... we're doing a 2-night. We want to make sure that the candidates have enough time.
Ample time to really get into a meat of a question or answer.
Yeah, we want to know.
And allow the public to and chance to talk to them, too.
Right. Yeah, so doors will open at 5. At 5:30, we will start the forum.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to come a little bit early just to meet their candidates, they'll be able to do that. So far, we've had 12 candidates confirmed.
So we're going to have a good amount here. Hopefully, we can lock down all of them.
Yes, I would like to lock down all of them.
All are invited and encouraged to please come and participate.
Yes, I've made contact with all but one.
Okay.
And I'm not giving up on trying to hunt her down.
Good.
So I'm excited about that. So we're doing it a little bit different. So the questions and the concerns were brought up from surveying and getting community input from May to September.
Okay.
We had a survey out called "We Want a Vibrant Travis County," and
hopefully folks got a chance to participate.
Yes, yeah. And so we got feedback on what people. Certain topics that what local issues are.
Got it.
So we're not talking about national policies.
Right.
What is it that these candidates can make real change
Nuts
doing
and bolts,
here?
Roswell, New Mexico.
Of Roswell.
Yeah.
And what are the concerns like? And so people got to submit questions, and so we are pulled from that survey and their public input. We were at the Travis County Health Council or the Travis County Health Expo, and we got to survey a lot of people coming through, listen to their concerns, what they are worried about for the future of Roswell, and so that's how we shaped the questionnaires. And then the last 20 minutes or so, we're going to be taking public comments or public questions from the audience. It will be through a moderator.
Okay.
So if you are just dying to ask, the panel a question, come. This is your time.
Absolutely.
You'll submit it by index card, and our moderator will go through them and make sure that it sticks to local
crowd
issues.
appropriate and it sticks to exactly the topics at hand here.
Yeah.
But this is what it's a great opportunity for you to learn, and especially if you haven't voted yet. And again, every time we come upon one of these municipal elections and things, I tell people the same thing, that the people you're going to be voting on right now have a much bigger impact on your day-to-day life than a president or a congressperson or senator. Not saying those are not important. Please pay attention and vote accordingly on those to what you believe. But at the end of the day, you need to invest equal or more time in the studying of your city council, your mayors, your people that affect the day-to-day decisions of your life with the same or more intense scrutiny you would do your higher position candidates. Unfortunately, people vote and they're like, well, I saw they had a lot of signs, or I went to church with this person, or they don't really know. And I'm sure they might seem really lovely person, but if they don't agree with you on how a city should be run, then maybe you don't need to vote on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what this is about, and you really get to learn, about. And the beauty that a government at this level is most of the people running are just like you. They're average citizens. They are not politicians per se. I mean, sure, some have political aspirations and may be more knowledgeable in the world than others, but at the end of the day, these are people that run businesses, that work at a company, they have day jobs, they have other lives. And so you get to really hear their thoughts and insight. And to be honest, most of the people running, they're not going to be experts on budget and give you numbers. And because unless they're there, I mean, current city councilors, they have that advantage because they sit and do it all the time. And so that's why these forums are great, because you kind of get to peel. And sometimes just because you don't understand numbers per se doesn't mean that they don't understand what's going on. It's not Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I always say people that are closest to the problem are usually closest to the solution.
Yeah.
I think it's great that we have so many names in the hat.
I've been saying that this is by far, I think, one of the most like choices one would have in an election, with the exception, I think, Ward 2. You have a choice at the booth this time for every position, just about.
Yeah.
So
and that's why Ward 2 isn't going to be at the table, because it's uncontested.
Sure.
So this is for a contested race.
And I'm telling you right now, get out and vote. The differences in the decision between winners and losers in this race is sometimes down to a half dozen votes. Sometimes.
Exactly.
It is that close in these elections. So your vote absolutely matters.
Yes. And then with many hands, we'll be going out. We had a meeting last night. Some of our team leaders will be doing door knocking now until the election day.
Great.
Just getting out the where you can vote and get out to vote.
Please do.
We are a nonpartisan group. We're not trying to sway anybody's decision.
Their partisanship is towards a greater city of Roswell.
That's right.
That's where their partisanship lies.
And we're focusing, historically, Ward 3 and 4 have really dictated who our mayor is.
Sure.
So we really want people to turn out and vote on the other wards 1, 2, and 5. So we're going to be focusing a lot of our door knocking in those areas.
Not to be singling out, but I'm going to single out Ward 5. Historically, has the lowest turnout for voter. It's literally, I think on average, I've seen those races maybe 250 total people voted, and and I've seen races where it was at least 6 votes separated the winner from the loser in that race. And so, whereas some of the other wards you'll see in the thousands. You can literally get 250 votes in Ward 5 sometimes when you look at those. And these are for mayor elections where we had a mayor, city council, the whole, a whole array of options.
Yeah.
There. So please, everybody, go vote. Go. And I get it. I see a lot of people on social media saying they're the warriors of Facebook. And God bless you. It's your right as an American to do that. But if you're that person and then you don't vote, or you're not actively going to meetings and seeing what's going on, then I don't take your argument with much weight. You don't really, if you're not voting, if you're not actively seeking to fix it, you're just sitting there taking pot shots online, then who are you?
Right.
You're just contributing to the mental health, or the lack thereof.
Yeah. And if you want to advocate, or you are passionate about something, be passionate about your government. Be passionate about who's running our city. That way we can have these open conversations and really work towards a solution.
Sure.
And we need our government to work with nonprofits. We need nonprofits to be a voice. And we just need to work together.
We need that better mix. I agree, where it's, and I think part of it too is defining roles and things where, what should be more of a government responsibility, what should be more of the private nonprofit role, and and where does that line meet? That's where I think we all should be more involved in trying to kind of separate that kind of thing, or define what that's supposed to be. And because there's a lot of opinions on that, and I agree on some things. I mean, for me personally, I think when it comes to take care of people, government should open up the avenues to allow private citizens to sit the table to get that done. Because at the end of the day, I think private citizens have a more understanding, passion of what those needs are, but the government needs to remove the loopholes to make it too hard for them to help people.
Definitely.
And so I think that's where we got to figure out that.
And government has our local municipality has the capacity to cut some of this red tape, even with affordable housing when it comes to permitting and different zoning. We can work together for a better solution.
Absolutely. Sure. But that's what this forum's about, to hear this stuff, to hear what people's thoughts on these things. If you're listening to Steve and I talk and you're like, these guys are way off, I want to say this, and this is your chance to talk about that and say, no, I think it should go in this route. All right, well, let's hear that out. Let's hear what your candidates think about that. And so please, if our candidates, thank you for stepping up. Thank you for rolling up your sleeves and throwing your hats literally in the ring here for this event. I hope if Geneva hasn't tracked you down yet, or if you haven't given her a positive response, please, we'd love to have you come out, because the more candidates that participate, the more the public participates, the better this event is going to be.
Yes.
So that's
yes, sir.
Yeah. So again, it's going to be next Monday, October 27th, will be night one. This will cover City Council Wards 1 and 3. Then night 2 will be Tuesday, October 28th, and that'll cover the mayoral race and Wards 4 and 5 City Council candidates. Both nights will be at the Anderson Museum. So, like I said, the doors open at 5. Get there early. It's the museum. Walk around, see the beautiful. If you haven't been in the museum in a while, get a preview before Museum Day on November 1st. And then 5:30 p.m. we'll promptly start the forum here. If you have questions and things, come a little early. You can submit index cards and things like that. And I imagine as the night progresses, there's probably a drop box you can, because the night will be fluid and there might be a question you didn't have at the beginning, but conversation spawned a question.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the idea here.
Yeah, and then we could probably, even if your question wasn't asked, we can make sure all those questions get to the candidates afterwards.
Sure.
That way they know what the concern is from the public.
Absolutely. And that's at the end of the day, we're electing the people that will represent us and our opinions for the city. And that's why it's so important for that communication between our representative and you. Whoever people end up getting elected here, you want that open communication. And so, like you said, they need to know those concerns. They need to know those things that it address. And I mean, sure, each city councilor is going to be more ward specific on needs, but at the end of the day, between the 10 of them, they're all going to have the greater concerns of the city of Roswell. So
yes.
That's even though you do only vote for 5 this year, but you only vote for 1, but there's 5 up. So it's kind of a unique, and that's the uniqueness of the city of Roswell. I know we mentioned it here, and most people probably in this show do, but the city of Roswell is the largest city council in the state of New Mexico with 10 members. We have 5 wards. Every ward has 2 representatives. You have 2 people representing you on the city council. And how they set up the election is, every election cycle, one of your city council members will be up for election. They're not both at the same time, but one. And so it's kind of a unique way we do it here as opposed to other cities in our state. And so with that, many voices means there's more conversations. There's more. When you have 10 people in a room instead of 5 people in a room trying to get to agree, it does create more conversation. So I think it's a good thing, but it only works if you don't get involved and be a part of those conversations. So that's what next week's about. Please come to these, especially if you've not voted yet and you're still trying to formulate who you think the right direction is for this. You've got options this time. You've got multiple choices for mayor, and with the exception of Ward 2, at least 1 to 2 people to 3 people in some cases, candidates for city council here. So please do that. As far as with many hands, as far as volunteering, getting involved in things, what's some great ways to do that if folks are kind of saying, I'm just going to learn about what these guys are doing.
Yeah,
I think I can contribute.
Join our Facebook group. It's a private group. I think we have about 800 people in that group. It's With Many Hands Roswell. There's a lot of different With Many Hands groups out there. So
it's spawned into branches and things, and like let's for instance, Food Not Bombs. It's complete own independent thing, but at the same time, it's kind of like a brother sister of With Many Hands.
Yeah.
I mean, it's they swim in a lot of the same circles, a lot of the same volunteers, because they love the passion for what both these organizations do. Same with 100% Chavez County and a lot of the stuff. You'll notice there's a lot of the same volunteers, the same folks, because at the end of the day, 3 different entities, but kind of with the same purpose of helping the community, just in different ways, shapes, and
different
forms.
sectors, and again, advocating and being a voice for the voiceless.
Health Council, it's like this opioid summit and what. At the end of the day, the decisions we make with this opioid settlement money, I know there's different conversation, but same ballpark.
And there's a question about that, about what the city's going to do with their millions of dollars for that plan, because we have a real shot, and that wasn't taxpayer money. This was a settlement of people that were directly affected by the fentanyl and the opioid epidemic. And we have a real shot to get services to those that really need it, individual services, mental health, substance abuse services. We need to make sure that money is appropriated correctly.
If we set the table right, it'll set up the future for whatever evolution of that brings. And because it's a cocktail of, putting the Band-Aids on the immediate needs that we can do now, while at the same time using this money, investing it, doing it so it's making money on itself so it can fund back into treatment programs, facilities, whatever comes of this. So we decide, okay, we're going to build this amazing center in town. Whatever.
Yes.
Whatever happens in that.
Hobbs,
this sets the table for
Hollis,
that.
Clovis. I believe they're all pooling their money together to do an inpatient rehab, not just rehab, but detox center, to where people can, they recognize the issue there.
Sure.
And then
are using it to be self-sustaining, where it's like using this money, like your insurance companies, the money you pay them every month, they invest that and make money, and that's why sometimes you get dividend. Doing something similar to that money with this opioid money, so basically we can use it to build these things, but at the same time, return on investments, the money is actually paying for the treatment, the resources. So so it's
individual,
self-sustaining.
and it is for the people.
Yes, and it's not sucking or draining the resources for other needs that are equally great.
Right.
And so that's the beauty of it. If everyone wants to help, but everyone says we don't have the money, we don't have the resources. Okay, well, if it can fend for itself, if we set it up right, then can we do that? And that's the way we want to do it. It's like, hey, if it's here and it's doing its thing, but we're not really asking for money, because at the end of the day, it takes care of itself. And now but that's just it. We got to invest in it now, and we got to take this money while we have this opportunity, and not, piss it away with something that at the end of the day may not be beneficial to what we're doing.
And across the country, there's watchdogs watching the money, where some communities had spent the money on guns or extra, and that's not what it was intended for. So there's some accountability to it.
Absolutely. So again, this is kind of in the umbrella. So if these are your passions, these are things please reach out to With Many Hands. Find out where you can find a way to serve, whether it's at an event, just talking to people, or if it's in these meetings and going to Santa Fe and talking to legislators, or whatever that needs, and whatever your passions are. With Many Hands could definitely use more volunteers, more folks to help out and be a part of it, and to contribute. Maybe bring things that you guys aren't seeing on your radar.
Yeah.
And that's how this works. So.
Yep.
But again, please join us for matter of fact, if you have questions about With Many Hands, talk with Geneva, talk with Dan, talk with I think Jocelyn, all the folks that are there. They could be happy to give you more information about it. But please join us at the candidate forum. Now, I get it if you're in wards 4 or 5, then you could probably just get away with Tuesday night. Come see the mayor race in your ward. But if you live in wards 1 and 3, then you want to make sure you're there both nights. Come for the ward 1 and 3 Monday night, and then Tuesday night for the mayors, and ward 4 and 5 for those there. But please come ready to listen. Come ready to submit your questions and your thoughts. And I would say come with an open mind. Come hear what everybody has to say. Come at this, because I will tell you this. This thing I do believe. Every single candidate that's throwing their hat in the ring and is putting themselves through this care about this city. They want a good city like you. They may not agree on how to do that, but I do believe they want the best for this city. And if we can start there and all agree and be in the same room that, hey, we want to live in a nice place, that's a starting point. Let's start there and find that common ground that we can hopefully use that to figure out the rest of the problems.
Absolutely.
And so that's what events like next week are about. So if anybody has any questions or anything, I know you can go to With Many Hands on Facebook. Just type in With Many Hands, maybe Roswell
yeah.
As well. Add that in there, and then you'll find the page should pop right up. You'll find information about this, but if you have any questions or want more information or want to volunteer, you can contact Geneva or the organization through that through that Facebook page there too.
Or you can email me with Geneva with many hands at gmail.com.
Absolutely. And of course, I would also, if you're wanting some more information on that, I'd say look up Food Not Bombs, Roswell as well. There's a lot of good resource information there, not only about this, but just very community-ready stuff. 100% Chaves County is another one I would highly recommend you look up on Facebook, like and follow, and stay abreast and on not only the opioid stuff, but just things in our community, different events, community health councils. Health council is another one. And you know what? Another question too. If you call 211 with questions about this, I'm sure they'll be happy. Carrie and them will be happy to get. If they can't answer directly, they'll get with Geneva and find out.
Yep. 211 has been a great resource. And have you seen the resource guides? They are
We got some right in the hot lobby here if you need one. Yeah, they're perfect. If you have not picked one of those up yet, we have some here. I know you'll find them all over town, but we got a stack of them here if you want to pick one. So, and that's a good thing to keep handy in that drawer in your kitchen or even your glove box of your car, because you never know when that might come in handy. There's full of resources and numbers, and you just if you're looking for that kind of help in things, and there's a whole list of numbers and information and resources all in one handy little book. So it's good to just have around the house or keep in your car or something, because you never know when you might need to pop that open and help somebody.
Yes.
Is there anything we missed, Jenny?
The ZAG Fair.
That's coming up this weekend.
This weekend from 10 to 2 at the
hospital, Eastern New Mexico Medical Center, in their, I guess, atrium, whatever you call it, like the main area there.
Come start your Christmas shopping early this year and come support these kids. These kids have put their hearts and soul into making products for to sell, and you're supporting the minds and the creation of these youth, and I'm so impressed.
It is cool.
I'm so excited to
Matter of fact, I'll get Joss to remind me. If we got another opening this week, several weeks ago, Carrie came on and we had one of the young men come with us.
Nathaniel.
Yeah, Nathaniel, that is one of the entrepreneurs in the JAG program. And so his booth will be there amongst others, but such a bright young man, and just talking with him and these young kids. And he's one of the older ones. Yeah. But they have, I think, as long as like 8 or 9 in there, I think.
8 to 17.
Yeah. So come out to Eastern Mexico Medical Center this Saturday morning. I think it's
10 to 2.
10 to 2, that's what it is. I knew it started at 10. I can't remember when it ended. And come and they'll have their little booths, and you could buy like their products. Some have some, like his is like his is art and painting. Yeah, he does a service like number painting and things like that.
My son's going to be there, and he's selling concrete. It's called Connor's Custom Creation.
Cool.
And so he's making like stepping stones, concrete, garden stones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he has alligators and sunflowers and moons.
People buy that stuff
like
up,
that.
man. They do.
So
especially if it's cute and unique.
And other kids are selling, jewelry or bracelets.
I think there's a few food people, so it'll be like jams and jellies and what have you. They're gonna have some of that there for you too.
Cakes and cupcakes. Yeah. And it's gonna be awesome.
So support these young men and women and give them who knows? Just saying, 10, 15, 20 years from now, these are going to be your restaurant owners, your city councilors, your mayors. These are those young men and women. So, help cement their foundation. Come out there and and give them support them this weekend. It's going to be cute.
And then also this Saturday CASA is hosting breast cancer awareness.
It is October is breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, so I think that's from 11 to 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
and they're going to be giving out bras and mammograms. So if you're 40 and over, that's my age group. You need to get checked.
Yep.
And I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I know the importance of making sure to
the digital equipment's getting better, so they're really able to go, pardon the pun, deeper than before to find things. And so they're seeing so don't be surprised, because we're in that area where the imagings get so great, and so they're calling and saying we're seeing anomalies that we don't see before. It's really, they're not 99.999% of the time they're no big deal. Right. But because the equipment's so much better, they're seeing deeper, and they're like, whoa, we would have never saw that. Let's just double check on it, make sure it's nothing big. And then it usually is, but the imaging's getting better. So So please, especially if you've been a minute since you've had a mammogram, don't. Especially with breast cancer, that's one of those ones that if they catch it early, it's not. I'm not saying it's not a big deal. It is, but it's way simpler to treat early than when it's more advanced, and that's true with any cancer, but particularly breast cancer.
Yeah,
so.
I'm still here.
That's right, and thankful for it. Which is probably one of the reasons where you have your passions, where you do.
It really is. Yeah.
When a lot of people, when life hands you a crappy deck of cards, sometimes some people can run with it, and some people don't, and the ones that usually do, they find a way to overcome and adapt and
living life to the fullest. I'm doing my first solo skydiving on Halloween Day.
Nice, good for you. You got bigger guts than I do. Airplane's perfectly fine for me. Geneva, thank you very much. We'll see you again here, and anything we can do to help or whatever, don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you so very much.
All right, we'll see you.
So I think that's from 11 to 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they're going to be giving out bras and mammograms. So if you're 40 and over, that's my age group. You need to get checked.
Yep.
And I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I know the importance of making sure to...
The digital equipment's getting better, so they're really able to go, pardon the pun, deeper than before to find things. Mm-hmm. And so they're seeing, so don't be surprised, because we're in that area where the imagings get so great, and so they're calling and saying we're seeing anomalies that we don't see before. It's really, they're not, 99.999% of the time, they're no big deal. Right. But because the equipment's so much better, they're seeing deeper, and they're like, whoa, we would have never saw that. Let's just double check on it, make sure it's nothing big, and then it usually is, but the imaging's getting better, so please, especially if you've been a minute since you've had a mammogram, don't. Especially with breast cancer, that's one of those ones that if they catch it early, it's not. I'm not saying it's not a big deal. It is, but it's way simpler to treat early than when it's more advanced, and that's true with any cancer, but particularly breast cancer.
Yeah,
so.
I'm still here.
That's right, and thankful for it. Which is probably one of the reasons where you have your passions, where you do.
It really is. Yeah.
When a lot of people, when life hands you a crappy deck of cards, sometimes some people can run with it, and some people don't, and the ones that usually do, they find a way to overcome and adapt and
living life to the fullest. I'm doing my first solo skydiving on Halloween Day.
Nice, good for you. You got bigger guts than I do. Airplane's perfectly fine for me. Geneva, thank you very much. We'll see you again here, and anything we can do to help or whatever, don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you so very much.
All right, we'll see you.
With your Pecos Valley news updates, I'm Jared Cirillo. Thanks for joining us. On Saturday, lots of fun will be had at the Artesia Public Library with the Fall Halloween Festival. Come to the library from 3 to 5 on Saturday for all kinds of festive fun, including a spooky tent, games, a photo booth, story time, and much more. The event will be set up in the library's parking lot. It's completely free and open to everyone. In Roswell now, where the city has recently been notified of the award of a state grant to provide funding to help with the city's continuing efforts to improve its animal services facility. The $168,000 grant for Roswell from the State of New Mexico Animal Welfare Fund was approved by the State Department of Finance Local Government Division. The grant, which has no requirement of any matching money from the city, will be used to make improvements at the animal shelter, 705 East McGaffey Street, to include drainage, heating and cooling systems, outdoor turf installation, and interior and exterior painting. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Some showers possible today. We have low pressure crossing over northern New Mexico, and we'll stay in the upper 70s with that cloud cover. A shower may linger into the overnight hours, down to 50, and then we're right back to sunshine on Friday. Upper 70s for the afternoon high. Our weekend looks really good. Sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday. Mid 70s to low 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
It's time for the Chaves County Sports Report. Wednesday afternoon soccer? Yeah, why not? It was the last game of the season for the Goddard Rockets playing yesterday in Lovington, and Lovington wins that by a score of 6-2. Lovington 11-9 overall, 4-2 in district play. Goddard finishes the season 4-16 with a 2-4 district mark. The last regular season game for Roswell came on Tuesday. Will they make the postseason? We'll see. The Coyotes win at home against Clovis by a score of 2-1 to finish the regular season 12-8 overall, 2-4 in district play. NMMI played on Tuesday too, winning at Ruidoso 3-1. The last game of the season for NMMI regular season will be at Hatch Saturday, that 2 o'clock. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
Helicopter crash in Montana has claimed the life of his son Zachary, a daughter-in-law, and 2 grandchildren. The crash announced by Bailey and his wife in a social media post. Tightening the screws on Vladimir Putin, President Trump announcing a new round of sanctions on Russia.
This is a significant shift in policy by the Trump administration, a move designed to inflict enough damage on the Russian economy to encourage President Putin to end the war in Ukraine. Announcing the new sanctions, the U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said they were needed to address Russia's lack of serious commitment to a peace process. He called for an immediate ceasefire and urged America's allies to support the U.S. and adhere to the sanctions. The 2 oil companies are responsible for more than half of all Russian production.
The BBC's Peter Bowes, European Union has agreed on a new round of sanctions against Russia. The EU sanctions target its shadow fleet of oil tankers and ban imports of its liquefied natural gas. Coast Guard says it's providing an operating base for Customs and Border Protection agents in the San Francisco area.
The San Francisco Chronicle reports 100 federal agents are expected to arrive at the base in Alameda starting Thursday. It's part of Trump administration efforts to track down immigrants in the country illegally.
Correspondent Ben Thomas says San Francisco's mayor and California's governor have condemned the move to enforce federal immigration law. As Vice President Vance's visit to Israel wraps up, Secretary of State Rubio is on his way to Israel. Watching Wall Street this hour, stocks are higher. The Dow is up about 37 points. The Nasdaq ahead 108, and the S&P is up 22 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
The British antitrust watchdog singles out Google and Apple.
The Competition and Markets Authority escalated scrutiny of the 2 American tech companies by labeling them with strategic market status. It follows separate probes that the CMA opened into Google's Android and Apple's iOS using newly acquired digital market regulations. The watchdog has said Apple and Google hold an effective duopoly, with 90 to 100% of mobile devices in Britain running on either mobile platform. Google has called the decision disappointing. I'm Charles Villadesma.
The director of the world-famous Louvre Museum has acknowledged a terrible failure at the Paris institution after that daylight crown jewel heist over the weekend. Testifying before the French Senate, the museum chief says the Louvre suffers a shortage of exterior security cameras and suffers other weaknesses as well. Townhall.com. It's controversy of historical significance in the Florida Panhandle.
A proposal to sell a city-owned golf course built on top of the burial grounds for enslaved people is sparking public outcry in Tallahassee. The history, long buried under the manicured lawns of the Capital City Country Club, reviving painful memories of the community's segregated past. less than 1 mile from the state capitol. Archaeologists for the National Park Service have now identified 23 unmarked graves and 14 possible graves near the 7th hole of the golf course. Jason Walker reporting.
Tesla reports selling more vehicles in the past 3 months. However, its profits still dropped sharply. Third quarter earnings down to $1.4 billion from $2.2 billion a year ago. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm, I'm breathing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The tablet and what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
Ooh, the deuce.
Skilly bop. Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to it. Hope you're having a wonderful morning thus far.
Yes.
Definitely kind of overcast. Feels a little different this morning. I don't want it to rain on parade, but kind of nice.
It feels very like when I had to take the daughter to school, and it feels very like snow globed in.
Yeah.
Like we're encapsulated.
Yeah.
Surrounded on all sides by
don't
cloud
shake.
cover.
Don't shake us. Papa, please don't shake us. But yes, happy Thursday. Hope you're up and at 'em this morning and getting out there and doing your thing. And I know it's hard when it's cloudy like this. That bed's feeling too warm, too good. But there is a day amongst us.
There is indeed business to be done, and it's not going to be done if you continue staring at the backside of your eyelids.
Although I feel you.
But good soup and a sandwich for lunch kind of day, I'm telling you.
You know what? Good idea. I was just pondering a minute ago. So what am I in the mood for lunch today? Maybe I might go team soup.
Yeah. Soupy sando.
Soup sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely want to remind you that tomorrow is another big football Friday for us here, as is always this time of year. But, of course, the Roswell Coyotes, they're going to be in action at the Wool Bowl tomorrow night hosting Mayfield. That game will be broadcast right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. You can also watch it live streaming and on demand at ksvptv.com in our Roswell Coyote video channel. Got It Rockets are traveling to Artesia to take on the Bulldogs. Another big game there. You can catch that game on our sister station, 106.1 FM, La Pantera. We will also have live streaming video of that broadcast at ksvptv.com and the Got It Rocket channel. For the Got It Rocket perspective.
Yes.
The Bulldog channel, to get you the Artesia Bulldog perspective. You'll also be able to hear the Artesia Bulldog perspective if you're diddy bopping around in Artesia on 990 AM KSVP.
Or
really don't pick it up.
93.7 FM if you're in Artesia.
Yes. See. You won't really pick those up here. They kind of.
You certainly can't pick up 93.7 here.
No. And 990 during the day, you kind of get it, but by the time we power down at night, because of FCC rules, it doesn't work so peachy keen.
Thank you to our overlord, Brendan Carr. Your wise leadership. Week 9. We are already almost done with the regular season.
We got this week, next week, and then
next week, of course, is the Civil War.
Yes, Roswell and Goddard matchup. Of course, we'll be carrying that from all angles.
We're going to have that game from University High's perspective. It's just going to be us commentating on dudes sitting at home flipping through channels.
23 pass to 10. It's just completely neutral. You don't even know which team just scored.
We have that game from the Chavez County Head Start program's perspective. He threw the ball.
We will mention no names at all, just numbers. The whole score, the whole game.
But yes, we got you covered. Football.
Of course,
whole spectrum.
Of course, we are also in the midst of the Roswell Jazz Festival.
Yes,
which we'll devote our this portion of the show this hour to. Of course, getting underway. I think yesterday actually, but it continued tonight through the weekend. They've got shows which we'll talk about the schedule here in just a little bit. But this hour for the show, we're going to have John Amistad join us with the Roswell Jazz Festival. We will also have live music. Some of our musicians joining us. I hope I don't butcher these too bad. Adrian Chevalier and Vinny Roniolo will be joining us here in performing. I believe they've been warming up.
It's always a good day when the sounds of warming up are coming from the green room.
Either that or they're just messing with me. They got their phones.
It feels, right?
Because I can't see. I just hear.
It feels kind of freeform, like they're just like one person just like, lay down a bass line for me.
There you go.
All right. Now you come in with some rhythm. I like it. For a second there, I thought I heard him playing Three Blind Mice. So that was kind of cool. Fun warm-up song.
So we'll talk about what's on tap for this year's Jazz Festival, and then of course we'll enjoy some live music here too. So.
I want to hear him break out Hot Cross Buns. It's like the one song you're required to learn on recorder,
and the one I know.
Exactly.
Hey. I know 2 songs.
Ooh.
Hot Cross Buns and Three Blind Mice.
3 Blind Mice, right? It's like I know the ABC song and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. What's up?
And I bet if I dig deep in the annals of history, there's at least a dozen other songs with that exact same tune.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. In the annals of Hot Cross Buns, Three Blind Mice is a step up because you don't just go 1 a penny, 2 a penny, Hot Cross Buns, and start over. You got this whole there's a whole like breakdown. It's like a bridge right in the middle of their song.
I don't get that far. I don't get that far, but
did you ever see such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice?
I got the words and everything. No,
the words. Have you ever okay? So the words to 3 blind mice.
Yeah.
3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. See how they run. See how they run.
There's the chop off the tail with the farmer.
They all ran up to the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife.
Okay, I heard
Did you
Butcher's
ever see
Knife.
such a sight in your life as 3? That is a morbid song.
The version I heard was Butcher's Knife, but same difference. Yeah. Yeah. Well, to be honest, most of your children's nursery rhymes and things like that are of darker origins.
Yeah, go look up
Ring Around the Rosie.
Ring Around the Rosie, exactly.
Yep.
That's some dorkness.
London Bridge. That's another one. London Bridge is falling down. Yeah. So they all are.
How's that? How come every time you come around my London Bridge wanna go down? That doesn't sound that bad. No, that's not offensive. That's fine.
Well, it's just fine.
That's by the great nursery rhyme writer Fergie. They only went by one name back then, Homer, Socrates, Fergie,
Aesop,
Wumbo,
Will.
Yeah, you never heard about the great philosopher Bill. He was Billiam. He went be fancy with it.
Yes. All right. It is 14 minutes after 8 o'clock. We should probably, since we got class in the room, we might ought to let the cream rise to the top here a little bit.
And we are 2 creamy boys.
We got to sink down. Hold on. Let's get the hour going.
Yes.
Like I said, we're going to talk Jazz Festival this hour. But first, your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Some showers possible today. We have low pressure crossing over northern New Mexico, and we'll stay in the upper 70s with that cloud cover. A shower may linger into the overnight hours, down to 50, and then we're right back to sunshine on Friday. Upper 70s for the afternoon high. Our weekend looks really good. Sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday. Mid 70s to low 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 60 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 50%. Winds currently out of the northeast at 6 miles per hour. We do have a 40% chance at some more rain throughout the day, during the day here today. Mostly cloudy. Expect a high of 78 degrees with north winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, our chance of rain dips down to 20%, and that's till about midnight tonight. Partly cloudy, overnight low of 49 degrees. It'll be a little chilly. Winds out of the east, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday, and that's it for Rain Talk after tonight. And looks like we're smooth sailing for the next few days after that. Friday, mostly sunny, 76 for a high there. Northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, overnight low of 49 degrees. Once again, chilly night, bundle up for football. North winds at around 5 miles per hour. For the weekend on Saturday, sunny, 75 for a high, north winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies, low 80s, 83 for a high there. And then 82 and sunny when you head back to work and school on Monday. All right, it is closing in on 16 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let's take a quick 3.5-minute break, and then we're talking Jazz Festival on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Fall means Graves Farm and Garden is open and ready to help you stock up on fresh, locally grown produce, including squash, zucchini, watermelons, and of course, fresh roasted green chili, from mild to extra hot. The pumpkin patch is open and ready for you to pick your own pumpkins, and there's pumpkin rides each weekend in October. Plus, Graves has a variety of hay as well as oak firewood with delivery available. Open 8:30 to 5 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday, just 6 miles south of Roswell on the Old Dexter Highway. Follow the signs to Graves Farm and Garden, where fall time gets its flavor.
We have new dining furniture that will make you a hosting hero. This is Melanie from Glenn's Furniture. Take a break from overpriced stores. Our top-notch tables come in dining and counter heights and feature 6 to 10 chairs with styles that are sure to impress your guests. Pair your table with luxurious buffets and servers to enhance the classic dining experience. All our tables are ready for immediate delivery, so buy from Glenn's today and dine on it tonight. Come see us on the corner of Union and Alameda, where delivery is free since 1953.
October is here, and that means it's time to paint Roswell Honda pink. Roswell Honda has teamed up with the Chaves County Cancer Fund to donate $50 from every vehicle sold. Get 4.99% APR for 48 months on 2025 Honda Civic, 3.49% for 60 months on 2025 Honda Accord Hybrid, or lock in 2.99% for 60 months on 2025 Honda Accord. Great deals for a great cause. Paint Roswell Honda pink all month long at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
There's nothing more magical than 80,000 cubic feet of hot air flying overhead. Join us in Artesia, New Mexico for the 42nd Annual Balloons and Tunes Festival, November 7th through the 9th. Friday kicks off with fun flights from local schools. Then Saturday and Sunday mornings, watch the skies fill with color as hot air balloons launch at dawn from Eagle Draw Park. Stick around for inflatable costume races, bounce houses, and even remote control balloons. Food and coffee trucks will keep you fueled for the fun. Saturday night, 5th and Texas comes alive at the Artesia Arts Council's Balloons, Bands, and Brews. With food trucks, local New Mexico brews, live music, and the Artesia High School Marching Band performing alongside balloon pilots in a fiery concert you won't forget. Admission is free, with only $10 entry into the beer garden. Plan your weekend getaway to Artesia, November 7th through the 9th for the Balloons and Tunes Festival. For more information, give us a call at 575-746-2744 or visit artesiachamber.com. Paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
Think back to your childhood. Did you ever have someone tell you, you look just like your dad? Or maybe you look like your mom, or maybe that great Uncle Joe. It's natural for us to have physical traits that are similar to our family members. As God was creating mankind, the Bible says we were created in His image. This is much deeper than just physical traits. This is about our soul yearning to be like Him. From the beginning of time, we were meant to carry the spiritual traits of our Father. However, that same mankind He created chose to go away from those traits. To bring us back into relationship with Him, God sent His Son as a sacrifice to make us once again look like Him. God offers us His saving grace so that our sins are covered and we can look like Him once again. Jesus set that example for us to follow, just like a big brother should. So join us as we study together to learn how to look more like Jesus.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Bamboo plants can grow up to 36 inches in a day. So if you're told you're growing like a weed, you can say, "No, I'm growing like a bamboo." Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 19 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, it is time to talk Roswell Jazz Festival. John Amistad back with us this morning. Good morning, John.
Pleased to be here, as always.
And a pair of musicians back in studio as well, too. Adrian Chevalier.
Bonjour.
There we go. So you got to keep the French going. And Vinny Roniolo. I got to get the hand going.
There you go. You got to use your hands.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
First off, thank you for being here in the AM hours. I know you're musicians. Your work is best at night, and preferably in a dark room with, with good light, with some drinks and some things like that. But we do appreciate you coming up here at Dark 30 in your world to join us here.
We had our coffee.
There you go. Now, I don't know. Do you because I'm sure you probably, because you're in New York, right? I mean, you probably got a coffee shop. You throw a rock and hit like some, not even like a Starbucks. I'm talking like a coffee shop.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
There's signs everywhere. World's best coffee.
Yeah. That's the thing about New York. You want the best of everything. There's a shop somewhere usually within a couple miles of you from getting some there. Chinese food to bagels to pizza, whatever it is, you can find the best of it. So, but back in town and ready to go for Jazz Festival. Before we kind of talk about some of the music stuff here, John, kind of give us, because we're actually technically we're underway here. Good news is we still have several nights of some great music at some great venues and some great events going on between now and the end of the weekend here.
We are underway. We had a great 2 events last night, one actually down in Artesia. We are expanding our reach. We had a great event at the Ocotillo Arts Center in Artesia last night.
That's a beautiful venue to perform. Yeah, it's kind of a nice little oasis in the desert there.
And of course, we opened last night at Stellar Coffee Shop. Speaking of coffee, great performance by Eve Evans. Now, for the future, some of our smaller venues are sold out, but we have something new this year in the way of a larger venue. Of course, we will be on Friday night, tomorrow night, and Saturday night at the Liberty at 7 o'clock. Tickets still available for that. But Saturday afternoon, midday through mid-afternoon, we will have Jazz Party on the courthouse lawn.
Yeah.
An open concert, free. We will have several sets. Vinny and Adrian and everybody else will be out there on the courthouse lawn playing. There will be vendors. There will be food trucks. It will just be a big jazz party on the courthouse lawn on Saturday afternoon.
Come nosh a bit. Come enjoy music. And by the way, you're pretty much some of the finest jazz musicians in the entire planet are just going to be hanging out.
We bring in the best
this weekend. You know what I mean?
Bring in the best.
So you're literally going to be just diddy bopping around the courthouse lawn looking for a corn dog or a churro or something, and then a world-renowned classical guitarist is there playing, or musician just right there, and so that's the cool part, and it's all free. I mean,
that's all free.
You got to buy your own food and stuff, unless you can sing for
Saturday
yourself
afternoon.
or something.
The music is free, and then I have to mention we will have our worship in jazz on Sunday morning at the Presbyterian Church, First Presbyterian Church, and we will feature 2 compositions by our co-founder, Roger Dickerson. And everybody, I think, in Roswell knows the story of how he ended here after Hurricane Katrina, and that's the beginning of the festival. So he will be here. He will be our guest of honor. And then, of course, the piano showcase at the Anderson Museum on Sunday afternoon. So we have a lot of music left to play and hear.
Absolutely. And said, like you said, even though some of the maybe the smaller concerts are sold out, but check, like what you said, Liberty, and that's, of course, that's one of the best venues in town to see a show. It's just a great vibe there, and they have great food and stuff too. So come hungry. And then of course, come down to the courthouse lawn, come to the Anderson. By the way, get there early to the Anderson because you got to devote some time to actually see the museum. If you've never, especially haven't been in, or it's been a minute since you've been in there, it's we're a town blessed with 8 museums in this town, and Anderson's one of the jewels of those museums, and you can see some of. Have you guys ever got a chance to? When you guys have been here before?
I played the piano concert actually because they need to have a guitar player in the mix between all the guitar, between all the piano players. So
it's like with food, you got to have that garnish to make the piano shine.
Comic relief.
but it's a very eclectic, and it's just a great museum. So get there early to see that, or hang out afterwards, and then enjoy the music here. But so we're as far as the weekend goes for you guys, I know you guys are going to be on the courthouse lawn this week, but where else are you guys going to be doing shows?
Oh, we're playing everywhere that they'll have us. The Reichman
Park, right? It's actually right next door here.
We're going to be playing Peppers. We're going to be playing Liberty. There's a whole schedule. They got us playing everywhere.
Very good. So you just show up.
We're here
You'll
to
be
play.
Downtown, and you'll be in a random place.
They just say, go here and play, and we'll go do it. Susan picks us up, and we just play wherever she takes us.
I almost feel like we could go like with these viral TikTok videos where we just get you guys as literally walking downtown, and then find a random person and just follow them like you're their entourage music or something.
Well, we got the instruments to be traveling minstrels, so. Yeah, we're going to follow you around, Mike.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That would be beautiful. But
we'll come up with some theme music for you.
Exactly. Kind of, I don't know, can you do like a 70s jazz kind of a, something in that?
Yeah, I'll bring my wop.
Some little funk in there. But folks, all joking aside, this is really cool, and to have a caliber of yourselves and the other musicians that'll be joining us here, because we've had conversations before, and this is your lives. This is we've talked about where your backgrounds and stuff, and I imagine for you guys it's got to feel cool because you can this is your passion, your music and everything, and to get to hang out in clubs and places every night and get to do that. That's got to be a fun life.
This is great. This is special because this is more of like a kind of a jazz party kind of style where it's not like a couple bands. It's like the musicians all come together.
Sure.
There's like at least 20 of us, and then the artistic director Michael, he put us together as groups and gave us a theme.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of fun, and also we're playing with guys that we don't normally always get to play with. We love each other.
Sure.
We definitely admire each other's work, but we get to hang and play together at these types of festivals.
Like you've maybe played a few times as life cross paths and you get to be in the same town at the same time.
Yeah, it's great to be here for a weekend.
Sure.
And get to hang out and play together and hang out in the green room. Go to Applebee's late at night.
Right.
Catch up.
Yeah, exactly. Great. Just do that totally makes sense.
No, it really is a reunion for all of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a 5-day jam session.
Yeah,
is what it is.
Well, and that's just it, because I also think too, it's like where you guys, like you said, yes, there is produced. We worked on like formal things we're doing, but from that is going to come just some off-cuff ditty, or just, because y'all, haven't played, you played together a lot often, but maybe not together in a while, if that makes sense. Where you, like, over the years, we've hundreds of hours us together, but, it's been a minute since we sat in a room together to do this. And so from that comes the, hey, remember this? And then something, then it spawns. You know what I mean? Like that, there's opportunity for a lot of that coming out.
Yeah, it's really the true spirit of jazz.
And that's the fun part of what I love about these shows, and what's the best part of live music, and the best part of live music in intimate settings like this, whereas, yes, okay, we're going to room a couple hundred people here, but it's not like a concert of 20,000 people where, yes, it's cool to see it, but you miss the intimacy of the music sometimes with that. And so that's what I think is, you get the best of both worlds, or that, where, occasionally you get to play in the big, because, who doesn't want to play in front of a big audience like that. But at the end of the day, the real memories, the real life is probably playing in a room of 40 people or whatever. And
yeah, well, we play the same if it's 1,000 people or if it's 10 people.
Yeah.
Well, it's not exactly true. But
well, we have the same type of spirit.
I am curious, like when y'all, when the buddies and the friends get together in the same room, does it get competitive? Like, does it get like, oh yeah, I could, all right, let me hit the,
a bit showy sometimes.
It gets a little
do we get like dueling banjos going on there? Do we get that kind of?
Yeah, but it's it's like a
energy.
sporty competition.
Sure.
You know, it's kind of fun. It shouldn't be a competition. It's really not. But it's like, hey, check this out. Oh,
yeah,
what
exactly.
about this? Yeah.
There's actually a good old Broadway tune on this topic.
Okay.
Anything you can do?
I can do better. Yeah, absolutely. But that's also what makes y'all. That's what close knit friends, and at the end of the day, and it cements those. That's what the music is amazing and it's fun, but it's almost the people in the room and the vibe, and that's what makes it. Don't get me wrong. The people that are performing are talented and the best in the world, and you're not going to see people that can do what they do on those things any better. But that's not the real treat. The real treat is that you're talking about, that camaraderie, that you're in the room and you feel like you're part of the gang, and that's the audience gets to feel that. You as musicians get to feel it, and to me, that's the cool part of all of this stuff. Does that make sense at all? What I'm talking
definitely.
about?
Also, the thing, because for us it's a job.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's how we make money.
It's what pays the bills,
but
right?
I think we never forget that when you play music, you play. It's playing.
Sure.
It's playing.
Sure.
You're having fun.
It's fun.
And I'm going to take
to share the fun.
I'm going to take a stab. This is also your psychiatrist bill too. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you're not paying to sit on a couch to talk to someone. You're sitting on a stage.
Yeah, the last show, a lady came up to me and she said, "This was my therapy." And I'm like, "This was my therapy."
We should bill each other. Have your people talk to my people.
That's good.
But so, folks, I really would encourage you to come out to the courthouse lawn, come out to Reichman Park, get downtown, and just see the action. Please, if you get a chance to come to the Liberty, come to the Liberty. Make I get it, life busy, and you get there. But if you've got some time, any day or all the days over the next several days here, please get involved and come check out some of this stuff and go. Matter of factly, I'm to whet your appetite. I'm going to start shutting my hole. They do have instruments in their hands, and I'm assuming we're. And so I gotta.
We brought them here to play.
And so I gotta. So tell us a little bit about. Or now, are we going to play something we might hear, or is this just? I don't know. We just came up with this 5 minutes ago. What do we got?
It's just, as everything we do, we're just gonna play whatever we feel like playing.
Play something to warm up with.
All right.
We haven't really played yet. We were kind of just like to be nice and low and quiet in the other room.
Oh, make as much noise as you want. I don't.
Okay. No, but
I will turn things over to Adrian and Vinny here, which you, like I said, you catch them all weekend long, all over town here for the Jazz Festival. So
I'll try to get a little closer to the mic here.
All right.
Nice. I always, these days, it changes, every season is different, but these days I like to warm up with a tune called Dinah.
Because we're going to go to the diner later and get some coffee.
And
I like that.
In New York East.
Your tempo is my
tempo?
I don't know. For some reason now, I want a beignet and a lemonade. That's what it like. That evokes like a little country, a little Creole, like all the same.
We'll work on that for next year.
By the way, I've never seen a violin and a ukulele as the same instrument. That is amazing. That is so awesome, and literally that's. But that to me, that's what I like. Literally, when I was saying that, that's how I felt. I was like, it's just like I feel like I'm on a paddle boat, but in the South. Just kind of, just that's what I felt like. I was like, that took me away. So that's awesome. And
well, I love playing like this too, just acoustically.
Yeah,
right next to each other. It's
fun, right?
Yeah, it's great. This is the way to do it.
Okay, well, we're before you go, we're gonna put you back up here. I'm telling you, right?
Sure.
For my folks, again, this, like, you guys started, this, your family, this is, music's been your whole lives, how did, just tell people how that path went for you guys, just to remind folks here that didn't get a chance from before.
Well, for me, both my parents plays the violin.
Yeah.
They classically trained, they played in orchestras, and like, when I grew up, it was, the family tradition, but I wasn't really thinking about becoming.
Sure. Now, did they look at you wanting to play jazz as kind of like, that's that rock and roll, you know what I mean?
No,
like they were.
No, they're always they are cool.
Right.
Cool.
So they were very open. I didn't know, like being from the classic world. It's
no, of course.
That you should be focusing your attention on this. This is the Bach and Beethoven.
Helped me a little bit with the rigor. Of,
gotcha.
Study the technique,
and
not being I play jazz, I play whatever.
Sure.
Especially for the violin, it's already complicated, so you need to have like the frame of the technical.
So I guess, but now in this territory, I mean, are you in fiddle territory or are we in violin territory? Like this
violin.
Is okay. I didn't know. I mean, we're in southeast New Mexico, and around these parts they call them fiddles.
I know.
Well, we're gonna be fiddling with the violin this weekend. How about that?
Oh yeah,
Vinny, give us how did music become? How did you get
I'm kind
here?
of a little opposite. My dad would joke and say that he only played the radio. So I kind of discovered it on my own. I started playing saxophone when I was 10. I thought that was cool because the guy was playing the Simpsons theme song, and I'm like, I want to do that. So then and then that's how it all stemmed. Was like, then when I was 13, I saw my friends playing with their older brothers in bands and in the garage. And,
right.
Chicks around. They're playing tunes on the radio, and I'm
musicians
like, I want to do that. So. I picked up the guitar, got a Mel Bay book, learned, I tried to train my ear, learn songs on the radios, then I get together and play with my friends, and then that's how it happened. I just kept on playing with my friends, and then when I had my first gig at 16, I was like, I can make money doing this. So then I was like, all right, I'm doing this for a living.
I'm sold.
Because I got the first taste, and teach lessons and all that stuff. Do everything you can to keep the guitar in your hands at all times, and make a living.
It's and obviously, but I think that's at least 80% of guitar players. I did it to meet women.
Yeah, right. That's how it starts. It's a good inspiration.
And then you finally get paid, and it's like bonus.
Yeah, right. I get paid to do this. This is crazy.
But for you, do you enjoy like all forms of music, guitar? I mean, is there like
of
you're
course.
like is there one moment you're like, you know what, I'm gonna pull some metal out. We're gonna go do some Metallica.
That's what really taught me how to play. Was learning all the Metallica riffs and Iron Maiden and stuff like that. But then when I heard Joe Pass and Herb Ellis playing guitar duo, I was like, whoa.
Sure.
That's what I want to be able to do. Then got into Wes Montgomery and Bucky and John Pizzarelli and Frank Vignola, who I've had the pleasure to play with the last 20 years, Gene Bertoncini, all the Italians. All the Italian guitar players kind of took me under their wing a little bit. I was the kid, in the Italian guitar mafia.
Well, and that's the thing, if people don't, like these, like rock metal and all that, but when you get into like Italian or like Spanish flamenco or that classical guitar, I'm just saying.
Well, Andre Segovia, everyone looked up to him. You know, like he's the, you know, nobody's better than him on the guitar.
Yeah, that's serious picking work. And,
you know, once you learn how to play music at somewhat of a high level, you respect that music even more because you know how much work and dedication and skill that it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's true with any with violin and that's what I think is the beauty of it too is because you have to learn the formal training to learn. You know, I believe in all that. When it comes to musician, I know we live in a world where computers do a lot of things, and theoretically people can have a music career and not know music, and that's sad because I think to make true music, you got to learn the rules to break the rules, and that
learning doesn't stop.
Yeah, and evolution of it. Whereas, you know, and I'm not trying to even poo-poo on computers and things to add it to the repertoire of possibility, sure. But I still think to be a musician, you got to have the history. You got to have where it came from in you to move it forward.
Right.
Does that make sense?
To have electronic music and stuff like that, you need to know like Les Paul, how he invented multi-track recording and stuff like that, and you know how that became what it is today.
Absolutely. And of course with jazz, and you know, because jazz is such an influential, like everything begats from everything, and you know, and then you look at like even, you know, your Metallicas and stuff. There's classical and jazz and all kinds of stuff infused in all of that stuff. And that's what I think is the beauty of it is, and I think that's once you see music from your perspective, that's where you start seeing that, and you start saying it's food, man. It's still chicken and this. It's just how we present it and how we prepare it and how
like now we're the chef.
Yeah, exactly.
All kind of music is fusion.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a big soup.
Yeah. Well, and how much influence is from, you know, all right, you look at this form of music, but how much it comes from an Asian influence that gets mixed in from maybe Middle Eastern culture to European to whatever. And it's...
Yeah, we get to travel and meet people from all over. You know, we're lucky that we live in New York. That's where basically jazz originated, but jazz originated in New York because everyone was coming to New York and bringing all the different styles and cultures and ways of playing, and you know, so that's why it began there. But, you know, really, it's.
Of course, our colleagues from New Orleans might have a little trouble with that statement.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
I know what you mean,
you know,
but,
the great jazz
but
music,
still,
but everybody passed through New York.
Sure.
Yeah. But I always say that New Orleans is the birthplace of jazz, but New York is the capital of jazz.
Sure, it makes sense. Well, and to be honest, you can't have one without the other either. You know what I mean? It's like chicken and egg. What came first, kind of thing. It's like, well, you know, you kind of need both.
Yeah, well, Louis Armstrong, born in New Orleans, and then he lived in Corona, Queens.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like maybe this is where it's like New York is the thing, but New Orleans put the stank on it. If that if that makes sense. You know what I mean? They gave it its vibe.
New York is pretty stank. You ever take the subway?
But so I gotta ask, you know, because you live in New York. You know, of course, we all live out here in Roswell and more of a rural lifestyle. Do you I'm curious. Is like for you guys, would you always? I would never leave New York or something. Or did you ever say, you know what? I wouldn't mind moving to, you know, the picket fence out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, for me, at some point, I'll probably go back to Europe.
Yeah.
But you know, we're traveling a lot, so that we always have this fresh air and new experiences.
Sure.
And, but
so you get taste, but
yeah, but also New York it's amazing.
Yeah.
As you said, there is everything, and also the best. Well, not the best, but a lot of amazing musicians all the time, and amazing musical opportunities. So
it's I guess it's that lifestyle because at the end of the day, even if you live in New York, even if you don't have a lot going on, it's a much faster paced lifestyle, you know, and things where here it's, you know, it's like, no, we shut down at 9 o'clock or Sundays that's, you know what I mean? Like and there's good and bad to both, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of where you're at in your life and where you enjoy it. But I got to imagine too, if you've only spent, you know, most of your life living in urban places or used to, you know, hey, my corner store here, I go there for my coffee you know what I mean? That lifestyle, you kind of get set in that way, and you're like, wait a minute, I got to go 10 miles to eat breakfast, or what do you mean? I got to drive. You know, we go 3 hours to eat lunch around here. You know, I didn't know if that was like. would that ever appeal to you or something like that? I don't think it would, but you never know. I mean, it just kind of like, would you ever see yourself doing that someday? Or
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, maybe for like vacation.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, get away from it all.
Get away from a month and then back.
But
to
New York is definitely home. And actually, I just bought. I got married 3 years ago. Bought a house out in Long Island, which is a little bit more.
So that's more suburb. Yeah.
Yeah. So we, I don't have to go three hours to go somewhere. I just basically have to drive 5 minutes.
Right.
But I live kind of. I can't just walk down the block to a corner store. I got a 7-Eleven that I can maybe walk to.
You can touch a little grass every now and then.
but New York is home.
Sure.
I don't think I'll move far. I always want to be a comfortable distance from New York City.
And
that skyline is just, whenever I see that skyline, it feels like home.
It's home. Yeah, it's your version of life and what it is, and I get it. Like it's really hard as a New Yorker because New Yorkers, especially New York City, they're food critics, every one of them.
How's the pizza?
It's got to be hard, go life out of there. So, I'm not letting you guys out of the room without some more music here.
Okay, I think John wanted to do a name that tune.
Can we do a little name that tune?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, I can give away a couple of tickets for the Liberty, either Friday night or Saturday night.
Okay.
So if we can handle call-ins.
Okay, yeah.
And do a little name that tune.
Yeah, what should we do? Should we do like 10 seconds, like maybe 1A, or should we do a bridge to
the tune? Do a phrase.
Let's see how our listeners see. There's kind of, I don't do a lot of phone-ins, so we got to see if they're slowly
or something. Do the 12 bars.
Okay.
How about you start playing? Let's see if I can figure out what the tune
is. All right, so 575-578-1198. Our first caller who can guess our tune here will get...
we'll get your name. We'll put you on the list. We'll get 2 tickets.
Okay.
For the Liberty, either Friday or Saturday.
One of the Friday or Saturday nights, whatever works best for your schedule here.
Yeah.
Very good. So get free tickets to see Liberty, to see Jazz Festival at the Liberty, either Friday or Saturday night. And 575-578-1198. Jocelyn will be on the horn here. So we're getting what, 10 notes? Or you said, or what's the rule we're doing here?
I think we'll do like one A section.
Okay,
which is
we'll give them a good.
Which is like a quarter of the song.
Okay,
a quarter of the melody.
Yeah, enough to really get it. Yeah.
Okay, enough.
But it may not be played absolutely straight. They will take some liberties, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Right on it?
Right on it.
F.
Yes. That's the only
That's
giveaway.
the key.
F. All right.
My key, so it's my remedy. 1, 2.
575-578-1198. 575-578-1198. Be our first caller if you know that tune. You gonna do it again?
Again?
A second time?
No.
A second listen? Oh, they only
a
have one.
different tune?
A different
No,
tune.
no. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
No.
How many tickets you got?
Oh, I can handle a couple here, but don't worry about that. That's my problem.
Okay.
So the same or something different?
Well, let's give the same one again.
More time.
Give them another chance to hear that one again.
Yeah, the same one more time.
Case.
Different key?
Okay.
Now this is Mike. This is a musician's game.
B flat. Where? Flat. All right.
Where? Let's see if we can do this and follow.
All right, that's the first clue again. 575-578-1198. Pennies from Heaven? Yep. There it is. There's our winner.
All right.
There's our winner. Pennies from Heaven. All right, we'll get the name and number to John here, and then congratulations. You will get a chance to see either at Friday or Saturday at the Liberty. All right, very good. What was her name? Annie Walker. Congratulations, Annie.
Congrats.
All right, so we'll see Annie at the Liberty either Friday or Saturday night here. We'll let them get set up, and we'll do our next giveaway. We'll just give away all John's tickets. No, I'm just kidding. No, I forget. You got to get paid too. You guys, you got to eat. So.
Yeah. Let's do another one.
Okay.
I won't even tell you. You'll know.
Okay. right, there's song number 2, 575-578-1198. If you can guess that one. To be fair, like we did last time, we'll give them a second listen. If you don't play it one more time for them, just
Oui.
Por favor.
Same key. But I start this time.
Yeah, you play.
All right. 575-578-1198 if you know that one.
I didn't hear it. So.
If you know that one,
give
give
it
in
away.
and see if we can Jocelyn. All right, is this one a little tougher?
Maybe.
Well, it's a
Maybe.
bit more niche.
Okay.
But,
Not as common as pennies from heaven. Okay. 575-578-1198 if you know that one here.
But if you like jazz violin, you probably know this one.
Very good. If you're a jazz person, it's deep. It's pretty in that world.
Yeah.
So I got to ask, how's your green chili love, or that lack thereof? I know you've been here a few times. You've got to have been exposed.
Yeah, I'm not too into. I'm French, so my tolerance for spicy food is
not very high.
I love the spice. Yeah, I've been coming here quite a few years, getting that green chili.
Yeah. Have you had it on pizza yet?
No.
Oh, I'm interested.
It's a go-to around here. We put green chili and everything around here, but
And coffee.
that's right. Well, you know what? There's a.
One of the best pizzas is green chili black olive.
There you go.
I mean that is.
We have a
Nice.
now on the south of the town. There's a place called Dion's, and they have their what's called the 505. They're from Albuquerque. That's the area code up there. So it's pepperoni and green chili. That's pepperoni and green chili. Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, maybe. Well, you can handle a little, right? We have mild green chili. Tell them to go mild.
Yeah.
Don't go extra hot here. Did we get a winner on that one yet? Anybody guess?
No.
All right. Should we do it one more time?
One more?
Yeah, do it one more time.
All right, one more time.
Should we do it slower?
Maybe. Or longer?
Oh, yeah, okay. Let's give it a little
How about
bit.
slower and
Give it a
longer?
little.
Let's do the, let's play it for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, if you can't, that's a long clue right there. 575-578-1198.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
If you know, you do know.
I was just going to go. It was beautiful. I'm just there like, oh, yeah, it's a contest. Hold on. 575-578-1198 if you know that song, and get a pair of tickets to either Friday or Saturday night at Jazz Festival at the Liberty here. So we already had one winner. We got one more pair to give away.
Maybe we should do a second tune just so somebody will call. And then if they call in for that one. Then
Yeah, I can handle it. So, on the tickets.
All right.
John is good for it.
John's good.
Yeah,
He's sweating a little bit.
Oh. Now I get this.
All right. There's your last chance. Come on. 575-578-1198 if you know that one. That's a bonus one. If you get that one, then we'll get you a pair of tickets here. But 575-578-1198. Our guest, you got to wake them up a little bit. Like, well, maybe we got to do stuff. Hold on. But please don't forget Roswell Jazz Festival. I just saw the timer about to kicked off the radio, but is going on now tonight, tomorrow, throughout the weekend. Reichman Park, of course, on the Chaves County Courthouse lawn. They're going to be it's Jazz Festival of food,
Jazz
fun,
party.
Jazz party. Don't forget, we got events at the Liberty Friday and Saturday night. You can still get tickets for. If you go to Jazz, it's roswelljazz.org is the website that's got kind of the calendar of the scheduled events, and I believe you can order tickets through the website as well. And of course, I believe for the Liberty events, you can probably go to the Liberty's website.
Yeah, at Liberty or RoswellJazzFestival.org.
Okay.
RoswellJazz.org. That's right.
And if you remember none of that,
at
just
Liberty
Google.
at the door.
Very good. And of course, if you don't remember any of that, just Google Roswell Jazz Festival, and the first thing will pop up will be the website there. So, gentlemen, I don't know. I guess we're gonna
give them a little more.
We give them one more. All right, last chance.
No, play that last one more time. Oh well, okay, that one.
Come on. They're spoon feeding you. 575-578-1198. Last chance.
Let me use these last two to make a point about jazz, which is not necessarily a specific repertoire, but it's a way of playing.
Yeah.
And so any good tune can be a jazz tune, can be played in the jazz style. And you see that in this last one. I mean, the highest selling LP of all time was one by Willie Nelson, who is identified with country music.
Sure.
And that is his Stardust album, which the record executives didn't think would sell, didn't want to do it, and he insisted. But it is a number of very, very classic tunes by a guy who's a cowboy musician, a Western musician, but all of his music is full of the jazz style.
Sure.
So it's really a way of playing, not a specific repertoire.
That makes sense. And like listening here, you know, I would even argue your country Western, it all intermingles. You know, I could easily, you know, hear this. Also hearing it is with some guys with the fiddle and with the stand-up bass, and you know, and the whole, you know, almost that cowboy style. It's the beauty of it. So please come out and experience all this stuff. Come see some of the best in the planet doing it right here in our own backyard. And guys, I'm so thankful you guys get to come and do this. And I hope you know, this is just every year we're just, hey, here we go. These two get back in town, coming around and having fun with us.
Yeah,
So
we'll keep coming.
That's all right.
Keep on it.
Hey, you keep showing up enough places, they'll maybe invent a green chili cheeseburger after you or something. We can have we'll call it the Vinny or the Adrian. I mean,
The mild one will be the Adrian.
John, as always, appreciate the visit, and we'll see you down the road.
Always happy to be here.
Oh, we'll see you down the road. It's 9 o'clock. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. News up next.
Wrapping up his visit to Israel, Vice President Vance is condemning an Israeli parliament vote on annexing the West Bank.
Somebody told me that it was a political stunt, that it had no practical significance. It was purely symbolic. I mean, look, if it was a political stunt, it was a very stupid political stunt, and I personally take some insult to it.
Vance is on the same page as Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who's now headed to Israel. The Trump administration turning up the heat on Vladimir Putin, slapping sanctions on Russia's two biggest oil companies. Ukrainian President Zelensky says it's quite clear that Russia will not commit to serious ceasefire talks without some serious arm twisting.
Ceasefire is possible, of course, and I think all of us need ceasefire. But we need more pressure on Russia for ceasefire.
A warning to radio and TV station operators from FCC Chairman Brendan Carr.
Giving a monopoly to one entity on these particular airways, and so what the federal government expects is that you look out for not just your own partisan or narrow interest, but you're looking out for the broader public interest of the community.
And if they don't, Carr tells the Salem Radio Network that holders of broadcast licenses could lose those licenses. Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups and Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier among more than 30 people arrested in connection with a federal investigation into illegal sports betting. Federal government shutdown drags on after Senate Democrats once again torpedoed a Republican bill to reopen the federal government and begin budget negotiations. Another suspected drug-running boat blown to smithereens off the coast of Colombia. The vessel taken out by the U.S. military. It is the second such strike in the Pacific. Watching Wall Street, the Dow is 64 points higher, while the Nasdaq is up 142 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Yeah, Mike Slater.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
The stage of the second and final debate of the campaign.
Former Governor Andrew Cuomo said in Wednesday's debate, carried by Spectrum News New York 1, that if front-runner Zohran Mamdani won, President Donald Trump would take over the city. Republican Curtis Sliwa accused Cuomo and Mamdani of antagonizing Trump, and Mamdani questioned Cuomo about sexual harassment allegations that forced Cuomo's resignation as governor.
Describing these allegations as entirely political.
Cuomo fired back.
Fully litigated for 4 years, the cases were dropped.
Sliwa accused both men of fighting like kids in a schoolyard. I'm Donna Warder.
Tropical storm Melissa lumbering through the Caribbean Sea, bringing a risk of dangerous landslides and life-threatening flooding to Jamaica and southern Hispaniola. Melissa forecast to move gradually in the coming few days. Could be a hurricane by Friday. News and analysis, townhall.com. Strange bedfellows indeed.
Prince Harry and Meghan have joined a diverse group, including Steve Bannon and Glenn Beck, to call for a ban on AI superintelligence that threatens humanity. Released Wednesday, their joint letter targets tech giants like Google, Meta, and OpenAI. It urges a prohibition on developing superintelligence until safety and public consensus are assured. The letter highlights concerns about AI's potential risks, including economic disruption and security threats. Keith Peters, Washington.
Tragedy has befallen the family of the Illinois Republican gubernatorial candidate. Helicopter crash in Montana. It has claimed the life of Darren Bailey's son, Zachary, along with a daughter-in-law and 2 grandchildren. The crash announced this morning by Bailey and his wife, Cindy, in a post to social media. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm, I'm breathing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travelers said, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3. Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yeah, buddy. Welcome to it.
Yeah, it was fun. I hope you guys got to check that. Appreciate Vinny and Adrian for doing that. You know what? It's cool. Like, it's cool that when they get to come in and perform, but it's kind of neat for me because, I mean, I hope you guys get to enjoy it on the radio, but they're like literally 3 feet from me, and they're right here doing it. It's pretty cool.
I mean, I know that they're on the radio, and so it's going out to everybody, but it always feels so awkward. Like they're throwing me a concert.
Yeah, I'm getting like my own personal little concert here.
You're like, I don't know what to do with my eyes. I don't know where to look. I don't want to make eye contact with them because then that gets weird. Because they're like playing for me. And it's like, oh.
Yeah,
so
it's really cool to see that, and I'm not gonna lie, when Adrian flipped the violin and started playing it ukulele style, I kind of was like, okay, that's different.
That's pretty baller, actually. It's what it is it shows the versatility of jazz as a genre.
Yeah.
Because every other type of I shouldn't say every, but most other types of music. You write the song, you perform the song, the audience enjoys the song.
Yeah.
But for something like jazz, it's alive. And at any point in time, we'd be like, we're going to change to, I even heard them, like they say we're going to go into a B flat.
Yeah.
And they change into a different, key and into a different sound. And it's living. You can constantly like adjust it and move it. And it feels so visceral, you know?
Yeah, it is so cool. So I hope folks come out and check out their shows.
Absolutely.
Out, definitely, at the very least, come out to the free shows and come and be a part of that stuff. And then hopefully you see that and you're like, you know what, let's go to Liberty. Let's go see,
And those especially like the courthouse, that's where you really get to see some of that improvisation in work. It's like something goes wrong at a normal concert. Oh, well, we lost one of these speakers. Well, now we got to pan it to get this going.
Yeah.
Something goes wrong at a jazz show. We're like, all right, let's adapt and let's see where the bass line takes us.
And that's and like legit, I'm not kidding. These guys are literally some of the best on the planet at jazz that are coming into town and it's like from the history of the Katrina, like John was talking about. It all spawned from that with coming here from Katrina and bringing it to Roswell, New Mexico of places. And so we're very fortunate to have something like that spawned from here. Just from that, it's almost that phoenix from the ashes, like type.
A tropical storm of talent.
Yeah. So it's just a cool story and a cool thing, and I hope you guys come out and experience it here in your backyard this weekend. It's a lot of fun, and some of the best in the world are going to be here in New Mexico doing.
Is it RoswellJazzFest.org? I believe is the.
It's RoswellJazz.org.
RoswellJazz.org. Okay.
Yeah, RoswellJazz.org.
And they got the whole schedule of events, whether it's
tickets
on the patio at Peppers or the courthouse
or here at Reichman.
Pecos Flavors. They're going to be all over the place.
Yeah, so it'll be diddy bopping around all over the weekend, but it's a lot of fun here. Don't forget high school football action also tomorrow night. Roswell Coyotes hosting Mayfield. That game's at the Wool Bowl tomorrow night. We will have that for you right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Live streaming video, ksvptv.com and the Coyote channel. Gotta Rockets travel to Artesia to take on the Bulldogs. They're in the Bulldog Bowl. Big game there under the lights. We'll have that game for you on our sister station, 106.1 FM La Pantera. You'll also be able to watch it, ksvptv.com, the Got It Rocket channel. For the Got It Rocket perspective, Artesia Bulldog channel for the Bulldog perspective, and radio 990 AM in Artesia for listening there, 93.7 the FM translator.
I know it's a long shot because the reason that they have it is mostly money, but after experiencing a touchdown at the Bulldog Bowl and kind of what the lights do and how it kind of it sets a mood and a tone, I really want that light system for the Wool Bowl. Like I would love to have. As a pro wrestling fan, somebody who when you watch a show where the lights have make such an impact on the actual product itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's always those moments where everything goes black and then all of a sudden there's a surprise. But lighting has such an effect. And every time I'm like, going through highlights for the games from the Bulldog Bowl, some the Bulldogs will score a touchdown and the lights are just fading in and out. Yeah. It's just like it's a very cool experience. I want that for the Wool Bowl. I know we couldn't dream to have that kind of money, but boy, would I love to have that kind of lighting system.
Someday, maybe.
Maybe someday.
One day. But
not today.
But yeah, definitely. That would be cool. Absolutely. But in the meantime.
But yeah, Rob, while we have what we have.
That's right.
KSVPTV.com.
We got you covered. So, yeah, we got plenty of football action for you there. And, of course, Jazz. It's a busy weekend. Got a lot going on here. Get out and get about. Do it. Let's see. Let me give you the rundown. Should let her in. She's sitting there all.
She's being patient. I do have a real. I have a quick gripe.
So.
She will too. She'll be like, "You've had your time."
Hey, there's your Wool Bowl lighting system.
There you go. I do have a real quick gripe.
Oh.
So, for the past, you know, as well as most people do, I spend most of my time primarily on YouTube when it comes to viewing.
Sure.
I don't really venture out much into, but I have other streaming services. One of the ones that I have or had and have been paying for every month, Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Practically almost never use it. I decided to try to log in or try to get it open to watch the John Candy documentary. It prompted me that I am eligible for a 30-day free trial, whilst I know that my payment for Amazon just came out last week. So the question on my mind is, whose Amazon account am I paying for?
I don't know.
Because it ain't mine. I tried to log in through 3 different emails. It ain't mine.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a little
You
upsetting.
talk to family members?
No, not yet.
So that next?
I'm not trying to start that fight until my kids are back at mom's house.
Well, the Candy documentary is good.
I know. I really want to watch it.
I did watch it. I enjoyed it. So, and
but if I can get my Amazon working, or borrow somebody else's, I will.
And to
watch
be
it.
honest, I know you like The Boys, but not as much as I like the Gen V thing too on the spin-off college thing. I'm digging that too. That's pretty good. Matter of fact, I still got. They're still uploading episodes. I think I got 1 or 2 to watch.
You know what ruined me on spin-offs like that? On the college years. Saved by the Bell, the college years.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was a die-hard Saved by the Bell fan. Huge Saved by the Bell fan. They did The New Class, which not to be confused with the college years, because the New Class, the only holdovers were Belding and Screech.
Okay.
In the college years, Kelly, basically everybody was there except for Lisa and Jesse.
Okay.
All the other cast, all the Zach Morris and all of them.
The big names.
It was so bad. It was one of the worst. And I gave it the old college try. I sat through at least 3 episodes. I was done. I'm like, I can't do this. The jokes aren't funny. It was clear to me at that moment what a difference a writing team makes.
The shark
you have a different team of writers, completely different show.
That's true. It does. That well, see, at that point, I'm like, well, that's when you delve into 90210. Go out, hang out the Peach Pit. Crystal Noble going to join us here from the Roswell Humane Society, give us an update on pets that are looking for homes and deals going on at the thrift store and all that good stuff. There it is. They're going to join us here in a minute. Give us an update there. Before we do any of that, though, let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather. And you know what? We'll just go ahead and take our break, and then so we'll come back here in about 3.5 minutes. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Some showers possible today. We have low pressure crossing over northern New Mexico, and we'll stay in the upper 70s with that cloud cover. A shower may linger into the overnight hours, down to 50, and then we're right back to sunshine on Friday. Upper 70s for the afternoon high. Our weekend looks really good. Sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday. Mid 70s to low 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas. Ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. flown for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
Think back to your childhood. Did you ever have someone tell you look just like your dad? Or maybe you look like your mom, or maybe that great Uncle Joe. It's natural for us to have physical traits that are similar to our family members. As God was creating mankind, the Bible says we were created in His image. This is much deeper than just physical traits. This is about our soul yearning to be like Him. From the beginning of time, we were meant to carry the spiritual traits of our Father. However, that same mankind He created chose to go away from those traits. To bring us back into relationship with Him, God sent His Son as a sacrifice to make us once again look like Him. God offers us His saving grace so that our sins are covered and we can look like Him once again. Jesus set that example for us to follow, just like a big brother should. So join us as we study together to learn how to look more like Jesus.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Is your old car really scary? Does it look dreadful or smell awful? Don't be afraid. Roswell Ford will take in any trade. Roswell Ford needs your trade, so now is the perfect time to upgrade from your old vehicle and drive home a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle. You'll be shocked at how much we'll pay for your old car, truck, or SUV toward the purchase of a new Ford. And don't be frightened by how much you owe on your old car. Roswell Ford will take your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, so you can upgrade to a new Ford and get massive savings. 0% financing and make no payments till 2026. Worried your credit will make car buying scary? We've partnered with even more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
What does it mean for a roofing contractor to have heart? How about braving a 24-hour road trip with a bad back and a 20-foot-long trailer through Interstate 40? You heard that right. A local business needed a new roof, but this business did not want just any roof. They desired a schoolhouse roof with red shingles. Well, we wanted to give our customers exactly what they were asking for. The only problem was that the red color of shingle they were looking for had been discontinued in our local region. But we didn't give up then. We were told by our supplier that the schoolhouse red color of shingle that we were looking for was still available in Arkansas. So we did what was expected of us and drove 24 hours, and we delivered on our promise. If you need a roofer who delivers on their promises, call Trustmark Roofing today at 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
No doubt about it, our favorite season is fall. Leaves fall, temperatures fall, and electric bills fall. Fall brings us the joy of mowing our lawn for the last time and the sadness of picking that last tomato. Here at Roswell Seed Company, we start to talk about pansies, broomweed, and the first freeze. Yeah, we can get downright giddy. This is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company, reminding you that fall is when Mother Nature starts to show off. Try not to miss any of it.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. More than 50% of Americans fall asleep on their sides. That's way better than falling asleep on someone else's side. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 20 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in the studio this morning, Crystal Noble back with us, and John. This time we're talking Roswell Humane Society. So Crystal's in the lead, John's backseating today. Good morning, guys. He's just chauffeuring.
I'm the handler.
That's right. The handler.
He's still the Uber.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Just call you, just don't call him John, just the handler.
The handler.
Bring in the handler.
Yeah. You got a problem, I'm the guy you call.
Right.
You know, I come in, I
it's
take
like
care
the
of the
fixer.
Yeah,
Come in, I
take
care. He just handles it.
Yeah,
It's
I take care of the situation.
That's right.
Pretty quick.
The fixer fixes, the handler handles.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. Only problem with it is on this end, so you tell me everything I'm doing. You're not doing it right.
Yeah.
You know, you're not being a very good handler. You got to do it like this.
Well,
I'm working here.
Such as
know.
Everybody's got the answer to somebody.
I know.
But first off, how's life at the Humane Society?
Currently having electrical issues this morning.
Some power just Is it from weather or?
No clue. Half of the thrift store is not working, including the cash register.
So a big sale at the thrift store.
Yeah, and I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
I know. I wasn't even there.
Yeah. So they're Camilla's with the calling with the electrician to see what we can get done.
So things are probably not in operation at the moment.
Currently, no.
Very good deal.
But once they get up and resumed, up until Saturday, all Halloween is 75% off.
Nice. So don't waste money on a brand new cut. Go down there.
They're going to be closed all next week, getting ready for the Christmas for the pets.
Okay, so get it this weekend.
Yeah. So everything is going to be big sales Friday, Saturday. At the thrift shop, because all next week they have to make it Santa's workshop for next Saturday.
Yeah. So get your costumes this weekend. Come on by. And by the way,
and they have a ton of
decor,
Halloween buckets, Halloween decorations.
And if you're one of those folks that like to go all out, don't spend brand new. Go down there and buy the decor for pennies on the dollar. Keep it for next year, or donate it back and buy it again next year.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Well, they're saying now that Halloween is the second highest.
I heard that.
It's like close, like really close to like Christmas.
Yeah, as far as money spent. On things,
yeah,
and what people do.
You know, and you're just sitting there going, "What? Yeah, Christmas. You're giving gifts to somebody. This, they're just spending it on."
You seen the price of chocolate this year? That was kind of high.
Yeah, What? I'm not allowed to go down those aisles when we go shopping.
Yeah.
You know,
I've been banned.
He is.
Talk about a handler.
Right.
Jeez. Yeah,
I got the leash.
handled.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I took the husband training class.
Well,
No.
when the handler is married to the regulator, that's what happens.
Yeah, basically.
But they have a ton of Halloween decorations, costumes. I think they have all the costumes for $1.
Nice.
So if they're marked $1 and they're 75% off, you're getting them for $25.
Right? And these are
brand new in bags.
I'm about to say brand
they're
new
still in bags.
costumes that you probably go pay $30, $40, $50 for it.
The trick-or-treat buckets for the kids, they've got a ton of them.
Good deal.
A ton of them, and I think they're $25 as well.
So stock up.
Yeah, come shop.
And every penny you spend there, it's going back to the animals and going back to taking care of them. So.
Yeah, it's going to pay the electrician to
and
fix their problem.
literally paying the electricians to turn the lights back on. So.
But clothes, they have a plethora of clothes. So if you need clothing for business attire, school attire, goof off attire.
Weather's changing, maybe need some warmer clothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get a lot of goof off attire clothing.
He does.
Yeah.
My whole wardrobe's goof off attire.
Yeah, more or less. Well, it was funny because
see what I wear?
Yeah, it was funny because I was talking to somebody the other day, and I told them, I was like, yeah, go to the thrift store, and they're like, the thrift store, kind of not that snarky,
yeah,
but yeah. And I was all like, yeah, I got 4 pair of Wrangler jeans, still had the tags on them,
yeah,
and they're all like, wait, what?
Right?
I'm like, yeah. Duh,
yeah. You get designer stuff, and it's things that people, and like you said, clothing. 99% of the time is brand new, or barely worn, or
Why? Because people like me that buy it at the store. Oh, that looks like it'll fit. No, it doesn't, and I don't want to go back and exchange it.
And then there's always this series of it was a good idea at the time,
right? Yeah. It looked really good in the magazine, until you get it home and then realize
it didn't work for you. Yeah, it's like, I can't pull that look off.
Yeah, they have a lot of small electronic items.
Okay.
Kitchen appliances.
Okay, gadgets and what have you.
One of the 2-door
toaster ovens. Okay. Is it like one of those multi ones or bakes and?
Yeah. That when they looked it up, the brand at Walmart was $349.
Okay, so it probably got like a convection oven. It's probably got about 10 different. One of those 6-in-1s or whatever they call them.
Isn't that what I was supposed to buy?
It might air fry.
It air fries. Too.
Yeah, it air fries.
It does.
Everything.
Yeah. I got one at the house. We use it all the time.
Yeah. It's like, you put in one of those things, stick a probe in, and it tells you how fresh the meat is. I thought I was buying that. We're not?
No.
I'm not?
Dang. Well, you were telling me about it.
I was asking you about it.
And I told you, that's cool. But see, you do, no, that's not right. You can't sit there and show me something and then go, oh, we're not going to get it now.
Sounds like you need to get down there before John does and pick that bad boy
up. They have some flat screen TVs.
Okay.
About that size.
Very good. Those are probably, because You probably get those for what, $40-$50 probably.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say very inexpensive.
Yeah, I think she has the Mark 50.
Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 of them.
And you know the stupid thing about it? People tell it's too small.
You see what I had when I was a kid.
Yeah, no kidding.
I had a 13-inch and I liked it.
Yeah, and I was the channel changer, you know. Yeah, they're too small.
Yeah.
They have a Ford Model T trunk?
The old. It's an old steam trunk.
Okay,
but it's a Ford. It was for Ford vehicles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because the vehicles back in the day came with luggage.
That's kind of a collector's item.
More or less,
it might be worth some money.
Yeah. They have a set of Longhorn antlers too for the antler collecting people.
I need something to put on my Jeep.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Christmas is coming. No.
I kid. My wife would kill me.
That'd be so great, though.
Wait a minute. I'll text her and tell her it's a gift from us.
Yeah.
It will be okay.
Yeah, that would go over so much more better.
Sorry, honey. I stabbed your car pulling into the garage.
I'm just going to go zip tie it to the hood.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, well.
But there's so much more. There's always lots of clothing. They always have little kitchen gadgets here and there. They got a ton of Keurigs, the little...
If you're looking for that stuff, the first place you should go is the thrift store. Because, like you said, a lot of times it's brand new, whatever. And certainly, like those Keurigs that you pay $150 for, you get them for like $20-$30 at the store there. It's great.
One of the things too, I noticed golf clubs.
Oh yeah,
tons of golf clubs. So the people that like to walk and they use the golf clubs to keep the dogs and stuff away.
Oh yeah,
yeah. She sells them for like a quarter.
Oh wow,
and they're like the long ones. I mean, they're like your 7-irons and stuff like that.
And some might have been there like, well, this is nicer than my current club.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So if she gets a full set, she keeps it as a full set.
Gotcha,
if she
sells
gets,
it as is.
Yeah,
but
sells
if you
it
get
as
some
a full
one-offs
set.
or whatever.
Yeah. But she does actually have a really nice golf bag. I bought him a new golf bag last year or the year before.
Year before, and it was one of the name brands that was like $500.
Okay.
I was like, oh. Huh.
You got it for not $500.
No,
I mean, at one point she had a pair of kids' pings, child pings.
Yeah.
I mean, and they were like, I forgot, it was like $80.
Wow.
I was freaking out. I was like, are you kidding me?
I gotta find a kid.
Yeah, no kidding. But because I always go over and there's like one corner and it's just got a bunch of like random stuff in it, and there's like all these golf clubs, and I always laugh because I'm like, why you got all this? This is stupid. But the other day I saw this couple. They were walking and they were both using golf. They had golf clubs. They weren't using them as canes. And then I thought, I get it now. And it's for, if there's dog comes running up or something.
Yeah.
You get hit with a golf club, you ain't going to be moving very fast. Sorry.
It does tend to deter.
Yeah. And so, because one of the guys at work, he just had a surgery. So I was going to go over there and I was going to look for him a golf club. Because he said he wanted a walking stick. And I was like, no, we ain't buying you a walking stick. Well, I'll get you a golf club for a quarter.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, so...
Yeah.
Kent's not worth the walking stick?
No, he's not worth the walking stick.
He's worth a quarter.
He's worth a quarter.
You're worth a quarter.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, all right. But other than, everyday normal household items, they have just little random knickknacks.
Decor.
A lot of wall decor.
Like, I know if you're like a Coca-Cola collector or those kinds of things, that stuff shows up all the time at the thrift store.
It really does. She had an entire collection donated. I think the lady actually came in and bought it not so long ago, but it was a complete set, still wrapped, everything.
Oh, wow. So it was cherry.
Yeah. Basically.
A lot of things, come and go, but we do get a lot of oddball things.
Absolutely. It's a unique thing, and it's really, you find some great stuff. And the cool part is, at the end of the day, you're helping the animals. And then, of course, likewise, if you've got things that are still serviceable but are just sucking up space in your home, bring it on down and or call and make arrangements to have it picked up or whatever. Obviously, if it's bigger furniture or bed, those type things, definitely call ahead so we can make arrangements for space, especially with Christmas here. There's a lot, I imagine there's going to be a lot of product moving out of the warehouses here over the next couple months. So warehouses, like I sound like the room.
Yeah.
the closet. You know?
Yeah. And our warehouse is like a one car
Right,
garage.
the storage space.
And one of the things also, people always ask me, you know, I got goat heads in my yard and stuff like that. Go to the thrift store, get you one of those cheap grandma blankets, make a drag, picks up all those goat heads. There you go. You can buy 3 blankets for like $4. Yeah, you know.
So you're not mad when you ruin them with the goat.
You know, until you're going around asking, hey, you guys got any carpet left? No, just go down there and buy one of those blankets.
Yeah.
Piece of cake, and it picks up most of all those goat heads in your yard.
Yeah.
And you're good to go.
It's
you know?
Again, working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. Yeah. You know.
And so please, and then don't forget Wednesdays at 10 a.m. is typically Wednesday's the new date because they're closed Monday and Tuesdays. They restock shelves and so forth, so on. So Wednesdays is when they restock with the new items donated. So there's always the 10 o'clock club every Wednesday, 10 o'clock. You know, that's when the new. So if you want to get the first jumps on new things, but
they line up.
Oh,
it's hilarious.
It is.
I drive by and look, and I'm like, whoa, what do we got going on in there? You know, I was like. You know, is there a bar now in there?
I'm just saying that, maybe show up with some cups of coffee there if you're first timer. And get in on the
it's
group.
starting to get to be in the colder times in the morning.
Yeah.
So
some cocoa, maybe.
It's hilarious for such a small space. It takes you quite a while to walk around that thing, and it's like you make one lap and you make another lap, and it's like, oh, I didn't see that last time.
Well, there's a lot packed in an area there.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to look at.
And
there's
she's
a lot to go
continuously rearranging and trying to make it more shoppable, I guess, how you want to say
like a store experience, kind of.
Yeah.
Like they I know, like if you're one of books, there's a ton of books and things, but they've organized like a library. So if you're looking for a genre or a particular author, you can navigate through it very easily.
Yeah, Abby spends countless hours keeping that organized like a library.
Yeah. And I go in and mess it up.
If you have children,
she's gonna murder you.
I know.
If you have children, don't buy them any new books. Go there and you can buy a whole library for $5.
Yeah,
and they'll be reading for the next 3 years.
I'm working on my collection. Janet Ivanovich. She's one of my favorite authors.
Okay.
And yes, John can read. But she writes it's called the Stephanie Plum novels.
Okay.
It's probably one of the only books that I've ever read that I've laughed out loud while I was reading it. So the whole premise that's behind it is it's this girl. She's a complete breakdown wreck. She becomes a bounty hunter, and she's had like her apartment blown up like 3 times. She's gone through like 7 cars.
Jeez.
You know, she's going after these guys.
Her nickname's Lucky.
Basically. But the way that she writes is so enveloping. You're there.
You relate to the character.
Yeah, you relate to it so good.
That's a good book when you get that.
So then Abby, she was all like, hey, is this the person that John likes? And Crystal was like, yeah. So I'm slowly building on. There's like 40-something books.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm slowly building up, and it's stuff,
And
it's
they're
like
all
40
hardback.
hours of bathroom material right there.
And they're all hardback books. They're not softback books. They're the real good books. And it's like, I listen to her now on Audible, but I have the books for that, that aesthetics.
Sure.
I like to be able to look up and go, oh, yeah, I remember that book.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool. Yeah, and there's some really, really good books in there. Some really good war books, too.
I got him an antique Harley's book from there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that like a coffee table style book, or is it
kind of more or less?
Well,
yeah,
almost.
the big.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's still in the plastic.
Except for that's a picture book.
Yeah, it's got pictures.
Yeah.
But I haven't opened to you. I still have it. It's still in the
plastic.
plastic.
Still got that.
Yeah.
When you open it, yeah.
It's gonna have that new book smell. When you open it up.
And there's a lot of people that have no problem reading a book on a tablet or a phone or whatever. But then you have the people that like the feeling of the turning of the page.
My answer is yes.
Smelling of the book.
Yeah. I like having a book, but I can appreciate especially if you read series and you're like, oh, I don't have the neck. Oh, wait a minute. Doop, doop, doop. Now I do. That's pretty handy.
Yeah. But they also have.
You like the convenience.
I do like that.
They do have some of the historical books about like Roswell, Travis County.
Yeah.
Those come in. because those were big books back in the day.
Yeah.
Most people don't realize that, and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is.
I mean, she's done a really, really good job on it.
Come this weekend. Come check out. Like I said, especially if you need Halloween gear, come this weekend.
Yes.
Get the costumes and the candy buckets and the decor. But take a look and then check back every week or so because it's different every week. Is new stuff.
It's different
in there.
every day
Yeah.
because as people are buying stuff, she has the employees going around and filling the shelves back up with stuff, and it's just a continuous rotation of stuff.
And it really is some of the best way to support and allow the Humane Society to continue to do the good work it does.
And shop on a budget. Like the people that want to build their costumes, go in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're going to be a zombie. You're not going to go in your closet and rip up one. You're not going in and ripping up one of my shirts. But you can go down there.
I didn't know I was trick-or-treating.
Yeah, go down and buy a shirt for $1,
Right.
shred it up, put blood all over it, blah, blah, blah. There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. Find some wigs or whatever down
Yeah, and
there.
they have a... Well, it's costume jewelry. It's the old jewelry, like the women back in the day.
Gaudy but not expensive.
That's the clip-on earrings, and stuff like that. She has a lot of that stuff. I mean, you can build your own costume if you want for probably under $5.
Maybe that's the fun.
Yeah.
Get you and your friends and say, all right, we got a limit of $25 or $30. Everyone go in there and make your costume.
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
Have fun with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
As for next week while they're closed, to get ready for the Christmas for the Pets, it's going to be Saturday, November 1st from 10 to 4:30, same normal hours.
Right.
But it's just basically going to be, Santa's workshop. So all the Christmas trees, anything that's coming brand new that they wanted to save that they thought people would want to buy as a Christmas gift.
Right.
Those kind of things.
Stuff they kind of held back throughout the year. And now we unleash it for Christmas.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Don't they usually have baked goods and things to purchase too? I think?
The last couple of years we haven't done a bake sale because since COVID, nobody's really buying any baked goods.
I'll buy them. I don't care.
Yeah. I was pissed because I was the taste tester.
I'm about to say,
and now no more. Yeah. And it's like, no. I'm I think we should protest. I'm protesting. I'm going to start.
I baked so I could take down there for the employees to have, and you still got to taste test.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to make sure none of them died.
Make them pay for it.
What was the organization that Al Bundy? I forgot on Married with Children. What, ma'am or no? Oh, I forgot. We should make up some of those shirts and we'll protest that the bake sale should come back.
I
can't remember.
I gotta remember that episode.
I don't have my phone on me. I can't remember what it was.
I went downstairs and got it.
No, I just moved it so nobody can see it.
Yeah, that's going to be eating at me for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to snap and call. I know what it was now. But that's what it is. We should protest for that.
But definitely, get involved. And, of course, it's a great way to support the Humane Society. By the way, before we talk about pets, another great way to support the Humane Society is become a member. Yes. Through a membership, becoming your family, your pets, your kids, everybody can become a member of the Humane Society, and your membership also helps pay vet bills and take care of the pets.
Anybody calling to inquire about donations right now, our biggest need is going to be cat litter.
Okay.
And Dawn dish soap. We're pretty good on bleach. We're good on vinegar. We're good on Pine Sol.
Okay.
I got the new cabinets in and finally shelved up yesterday and got a count of what we had and what we didn't have. So running low on Dawn.
Okay.
We're
just the regular Dawn dish soap.
Just regular Dawn dish soap.
Blue dish
the blue
soap.
Dish soap.
Yeah.
I prefer the orange because it smells better.
Okay. But you're not picky.
I'm not picky.
Well, I know it's because remember, we all seen the commercials when the ducks get the oil on them. That's what they use is the dump.
Believe it or not, we use it on cats and dogs
Good
when
deal.
they come
Works
in
on
with
them
fleas.
too, huh?
Yeah,
Not just
when
ducks.
they come in with fleas, we use it.
It's pretty amazing stuff.
It is.
Okay.
So Dawn dish soap, cat litter, just the cheap cat litter.
Yeah, not the fancy stuff.
Somebody is randomly sending us stuff from Chewy's, and we are forever grateful for it.
That's kind of nice. Yeah.
The bad thing is, like,
it's not
when
all
we
useful.
No, it is.
Okay.
When we get it, is we don't get a note to say who it's from.
Oh, so it's like
we
a
can say thank you.
Secret anonymous or kind of
Yeah.
secret admirer kind of thing.
Yeah. So, whoever, if you're listening, if you're sending us the cat litter and the Pro Plan from Chewy's, thank you.
That's awesome. That's nice.
We would send you a thank you personally. However, It does not tell us. It just says this was sent to you as a gift.
Me thinks they don't want you to know.
Yeah, basically.
That's about what I'm thinking.
Well, no. Like when you go to Chewy's and you go to send it to somebody,
Uh-huh.
there's no option to tell them who sent it.
Oh, okay.
Amazon has the option, but Chewy's does not. So if you're sending us stuff through Chewy's, please don't think we're not grateful. We just don't know who you are.
And
If you want to thank you, call me.
Yeah.
Tell me who you are, and then I will make sure we get you
We'll
something.
sing your name praises. We appreciate it because
Yeah.
that is so nice that folks can do
The
that.
organization was called No Ma'am.
No, ma'am. That's what it was.
National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood. We're going to start that up.
Oh, my God.
Protest the bake sale. We want it back.
We want brownies.
Yeah, that's right.
I was going to make the oatmeal bars.
We want oatmeal bars.
Yeah, we want oatmeal bars. We want oatmeal bars now.
As far as pets go, I know we're still in that window. No black, no white
Yes.
cats. Still, we're again till a little couple days into November here. That'll wrap up.
About November 7th.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are not understanding exactly why. And, I try to explain it in the nicest way possible without
getting too graphic or being
and
too.
they just look at me like they're not computing. So there are people that do horrible things to cats.
Yep.
And other animals, but mostly cats around this time of the year. And it's because they practice a different practice than the normal people.
Yes. Think of people with horns and
Levitating with
goat,
capes.
goat chaps. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
goat skin chaps. And
But-
things like that.
I could say it. I'm not a member of the Humane Society.
Put two together.
Yeah.
No, but they do horrible things to the
Ugh.
cats and other animals. So if you own a black cat or a solid white cat, this time of the year is very important to not let them outside if you do allow them outside.
Yeah.
Because we've already had numerous phone calls of people calling saying that their black cats have gone missing.
Yeah, it's a sad thing that happens, and it's unfortunately or fortunately it's 1%, but unfortunately it's big enough that we have to do something about it because it's a problem if you don't.
That's a good way to put it.
And the bad thing is in the past we knew the area of where these things were practiced.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that has been torn down and a new building has been put in place of it. So we don't know where the practices is at. So we don't know where to go looking.
Can't crack down on it.
No.
They've gone underground, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, it's moved.
Typically,
More
they find
underground.
abandoned churches.
It makes sense.
And we no longer have any abandoned churches that are still above ground.
Church is chicken.
Okay, that was
That
evil.
would be a rough one.
That was evil.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Way too evil. But we do have a couple of black cats and a couple of black with white. Even though it's typically all black or all white, there are enough black and not enough white for me to not feel comfortable with allowing an adoption until November.
Sure, it makes sense, and it's just now. That being said, if you do happen to see one and you fall in love with it, keep checking in, and then here in a week or two, green light lit, we can bring you in, bring that cat into your home and make it part of your family forever.
Yes.
Is Brutus still there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's got to be an only cat, though, because he's not friendly.
Is he black cat or
No.
white
Nope.
cat?
He's an orange and white.
Oh, so so he's adoptable right now.
Yeah.
Bring him home today.
He's the size of a dog.
Okay.
He's huge.
So he's like
17 pounds.
actually Garfield.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. He is.
Ate copious amounts of lasagna.
God. But he's so fun. I mean, he is. He's really, really fun.
He's
but
the Chris Farley of dogs.
Yeah, but he
He's
has to
so-
be the only cat because he turns from cute, cuddly, 40-pound
Very
cat
territorial
to,
and
a
very
chainsaw
possessive.
that's got
Okay.
a stuck trigger,
Does not play well with others.
No.
Got it.
No, and he'd probably be the one to full on attack any size dog.
Gotcha.
So he has to be an only pet.
I got a feeling though, if you want to protect her,
Yeah, you need an attack cat. Here he is,
you love this cat the right way. You should just by default might do that for
But
you.
I mean,
so.
he's like big enough where like
Or
if
he, yeah.
if he jumped on the bed, you'd feel it. He's not like,
So,
yeah.
waterbed, not good idea.
Yeah, he's not like kitty
No.
softballs. I mean, he's a big cat.
It's a
He's-
bull in a china shop.
Yeah,
right
more
here.
like-
17 pounds.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big
He's
cat.
a big boy.
that's a linebacker right
Yeah,
there.
but I mean, he's totally lovable.
His face, the Cheshire cat from Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah.
How he's got the really big
The
face.
cheeks and the- yeah,
cheeks.
yeah.
He's got the really big face, but when you touch it, it's solid. It's like a brick wall.
It's not like fur.
It's not fur. It's fluffy.
If
It's like
the cat has a
jowls.
square jawline, yeah, like some superhero,
It's like the Rutherford B. Hayes cat.
But he's super sweet, super affectionate. He loves all human interaction. He just doesn't like other
Just
animals.
does not play well with other animals.
No.
Cats, dogs, or anything. So.
No. We have to be careful when we're moving him and other animals because he's so annoyed with them that he tries to attack them when you're going across the kennel.
Oh, wow.
And then your face is in the danger zone.
I wonder, once you put him out of that environment and into a home environment.
He was released because he kept trying to murder the other cat.
Okay, I thought, maybe once you get him in a comfortable space, maybe you can introduce him down the road or something.
No, he was released because he tried to murder their other cat.
All right,
and they had
bummer.
to put one in the garage and one in the house.
So only cat here. And unless you get, what's that cat whisperer dude that does
I don't even think he could work.
You know, the guy drives around in the car with the suit, the guitar case full of cat toys.
Yeah, the cat psychologist or whatever it is.
I don't know what his name is.
I can't remember
Something
what his name-
Galaxy or
yeah.
something. Yeah, I don't know.
But
no, I'm pretty sure Brutus would beat him up too.
as for dogs, we have, a lot of medium size and a lot of large size.
Okay, not so much the little ones, but
we do have a few little ones,
not as
but
many.
as soon as they're up for adoption,
Well,
they're going out the door. And
I was about to say, generally speaking, larger dogs spend more time at the kennel. That's just because people want little cute puppies. Now, if they're little puppies before they're big dogs, they go. But once they start growing into their full size, they are much more difficult to.
And a lot of people, they're cute and cuddly now, and then they become an adult. They're like, nope.
Which is sad. I mean, because those dogs they're lovable. They want, they're
the most, generally speaking, the most little dogs are, those lab, that type size of dog are the ones that usually, not trying to besmirch little dogs, they're very little too, but if you're looking for that, like when you see the companion stories and all the together, or the dog that stays alive, it's usually those family
the mutt
size
dog,
what we call family breeds.
And we have, like, Chisholm. He's a pit mix with what? I'm not 100% sure. He's not, like, super big.
Sure.
He's got a little longer bit of a snout than what a normal pit bull is.
Okay.
That dog is the sweetest dog you will ever meet.
So if it's a little smaller, probably a smaller breed dog then. If it's if part of mom or dad was a pit, then whatever the other one was, something smaller.
Yeah,
maybe.
he's about 40 pounds. About that tall.
Pocket pit.
Basically. And he's real lovable. I mean,
Sounds like pits are.
And he gets along with other dogs.
Friendliest. Yeah,
He
I've rolled around
came
the
from
floor.
a home with other dogs.
So he's used to being around other dogs.
He's-
Probably very tolerant around kids. So if you got a kid that tugs on ears and things, this dog's gonna be very patient with that kind of
He's
stuff.
super great. He is a little bit active for his age. He's about 4 or 5.
That's not where kids can wear each other out. The kids
But
and
once
dogs.
he's like, oh, I'm all right. Then he slows down, but he's super sweet. We have Nico, which is a boxer mix, and
That's a good boxer name, Nico.
Nico?
Nico the boxer.
Yeah, better than Toby. Ours.
Nico tried to give me a bruise on my face yesterday because he was trying to box me out of love,
That was, they don't know.
excitement.
They get excited. And it's
Our
bull in China
boxer's
shop.
given me black eyes before. He was trying to, and I was like, no.
An excited dog can do some van damage.
Yeah, but
Yeah, the
he's
black eye.
extremely active. Like, I mean, extremely active. He needs a family that runs.
Gotcha. So maybe if you live in a place with a little property, maybe if you got a county, or you're willing to go to the park a lot to let this dog run some. Yeah.
Yeah, you need a jogging partner. Perfect dog.
Yeah.
Perfect dog.
But
He's and once he gets going, like, he's got his stride. Like, that's the level he wants to stay at. And then he starts slowing down, and then he's like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
But
you just got to have someone that can expel a lot of energy out of that dog,
yes,
sounds like.
we have Eleanor, and she's probably a hound pit bull mix.
Okay.
And she's about 65, 70 pounds.
So
she's
a decent.
She's this way, not this way.
Right. Well, 70s, that's big but not huge. That's your average lab is probably in that ballpark, around 70.
And you couldn't ask for a nicer dog. She likes cats. She loves other dogs.
Pits get a bad rap. It's really about the owners, and especially when you mix the pit with another breed, that generally tamps down a lot of what can be aggressive natures with pits.
I'm sorry, but I meet more aggressive small breed dogs than I do large breed.
Yeah, because they got to prove something.
Yeah, ours does every single night.
But big dogs, it's really on how you raise them, how you treat them, how you manage them. And 9 times out, you and I said this 1,000 times on the show. If you're looking for that protector of your family, treat the dog like family. Love on it, feed it, make it a part of your family, and that will come out. You don't have to teach it. Instincts will kick that part in. But at the same time, now you've got a temperament dog that you can bring other people in the room. And as long as you're okay with the other person, your dog's going to be okay with that other person. And,
right.
That's the part you build by making it a part of your family.
Oh, yeah. And if you look on like a lot of the shows, like especially like the cop shows, cops pulling a weapon out on somebody, they're not fazed by it. That canine handler shows up and pulls that dog out of the car. Yeah, they're laying down on the ground. Dogs can
command respect.
Yeah, a lot more than a weapon.
They've got 34 reasons why.
Yeah,
right. Well, and at the end of the day, it's that factor. It's like, well, that's a dude. You tell him to stop, he listens. A dog, yeah. I can tell to stop, but if it don't like me, it ain't stopping.
Right.
What was it on Sandlot? The dog that always said sick balls or something like that.
Yeah, but seriously, if you're looking for to provide a home now, please be mindful, especially with dogs. They're going to want to make sure that you have a facility that can handle fenced-in yard, access to shelter, food, water, all of these things that obviously if you're going to adopt, regardless of where you live, because you're adopting from something within the city limits, that animal will have to be spayed, neutered, depending on its obvious needs there, and microchipped for that.
And rabies.
Yes, and update on the rabies and all that.
A lot of the things that people don't understand, like when we say we go out and do a home check, we're physically coming to your house. We're coming inside. And we're making sure that it's a good environment for the animal that you're inquiring to adopt.
Yeah, it's because we don't want this dog to come right back, or worse, get killed with
right.
And or something.
Unfortunately, not everybody is truthful when they come in and tell us, oh yeah, I have this wonderful.
People lie? No way.
I have this wonderful yard, and then you go and the yard is not wonderful. So.
Sure. Yeah.
We do physically come out. We do go to your house. We do check. We're coming to look because you're taking an animal that is going to need lots of attention, lots of affection. It's going to need stability, and not always do we know their habits. So we want to make sure that we're preventing them from getting out.
Well, and at the end of the day, it's also for you, so it's a good experience. You can love a dog. Love is if we only based it on love, then everybody get a dog. You know what I mean? Because everyone loves. But if you don't have the resource or the means or the ability to take care of said animal, then you're hurting yourself. You're hurting the animal. You're hurting everybody here. So it's not a place of like Gestapo this. We want to make sure that this dog and you and your family have we give it the best chance for it to be a positive experience. And if we cut corners on some of that stuff, that's a variable that can turn this into, something that you thought was going to be great to, I will never do this again. I will never have this, or worse, the animal gets hurt and things. So it's to protect you. It's to protect the animals. It's to make this positive. That's the only reason you guys are stringent on this.
Right.
So that's the reason. It's not from a place of power or place. It's just, we have a problem, and we have people that, I'm sorry, not most of us, we all are loving, but not everyone thinks like us or understands that. And we have to have a standard. We have to have, that's why they're very stringent. By the way, if you come to the Humane Society, don't be rolling up in there in your sandals and whatnot.
No Crocs.
Because for health, safety reasons, closed-toed shoes only. You're going to be stepping on a bleach mat to get in and out, so you don't bring in your germs and your germs don't go out there. That's or the germs from in there go out there. That's kind of the purpose of all that. But please make notes. So if you're just rolling up, please make preparations. I would highly recommend you check out the website or call ahead if you have questions or anything about a particular animal or anything like that. And then, of course, once all that goes down, then come visit, meet and greet. If you find a particular dog or cat that just seems to strike you fancy, we'll set you up in the meet and greet room. Obviously, if it's a dog and you have other dogs in your family, we're going to want a a sit-down meet and greet with them before they are adopted, just to make sure, World War III doesn't roll up in your house.
Yeah. And a lot of the times, I always tell everybody, even though they've looked at our shelter, I always encourage them to look at animal control too.
Mm-hmm.
They're right behind us. And that way they can say, they've looked at all options before making a decision.
And you're rescuing an animal regardless here, and that's a good thing. So please go over there because obviously the Humane Society is a no-kill shelter. Animal control is run by the city. They don't have the luxury of being able to do that. So when you guys have an empty cage, you're over there, on the short list. So either way, if you adopt an animal from one of those locations, you are rescuing a pet and bringing them hopefully to your living home here. So, and their rules are a little bit different over there. So, but
I think they're now starting.
Are they starting to do like what you guys do?
Home inspection.
Okay.
Because it is now a city ordinance that you have to have a fenced-in area.
So they're going to start enforcing some of that too. So
yeah, so you can't have an animal on a chain anymore.
Right.
And
not with you not present. You can't.
No.
Yeah.
But if you're adopting an animal, you do. I believe animal control now requires a fenced yard, and they do go out.
That's a good thing. I'm glad that's starting to happen. So. And please come by, shop the thrift store, or come by and see our pets. Please don't forget, come out this week for Halloween stuff because they will not be open next week as they put on their party dresses for Christmas afterwards.
Yeah,
here.
buddy.
And then, and of course, RoswellHumane.org. You can go to the website. I know, how are they almost done doing what they do on there? I know they've been rebuilding and plotting and reshaping and all that.
So everything is pretty much ready. The lady who helped design it and get the majority of it switched over, we have to transfer it out of her name over to ours.
Okay.
And she's currently out of town.
All right.
So once she gets back into town, her and I will sit down on a Monday when it's quiet and nobody can call and bug me. And
so never.
No, on Monday our phone lines are shut off.
Oh, you shut her down.
Yeah, we're shut it down.
Good deal.
So once she gets back into town, her and I are going to get together and get it officially transferred
Flipped over.
Yeah, I've already had got all the new all the animals on it, cats, dogs.
Cool.
So that's ready to go. It's just she's out of town and we both have to be
right. Got to coordinate
on the phone together with the web design or web company.
Sure.
So they know we're not basically trying to steal somebody else's website.
Yeah, I get it. I understand, but that's cool. But that we'll be looking at. In the meantime, please go there.
Hopefully, it'll be up and going before the 1st of November.
Perfect.
That's my goal.
Excellent. And then, of course, if you have any questions about anything we talked about, don't hesitate. Call the Humane Society or follow
Email.
and like the Humane Society on Facebook. You can always shoot
And
questions
Instagram.
and Instagram as well too. Plus, that way, if you're wanting to see cute puppies and feel guilty, that's a great one to like.
Yeah.
You'll see it.
Yeah,
And you're like, oh. Good deal. Did we get it all?
I think we did.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all next time. And I don't know, stay dry maybe. We might get wet here a little bit later.
I don't know. We're
what's
going to have to get wet later when we go take Kent and stuff because we
and-
know it's raining out
And please note, Humane Society, a little squirrely day because there's no electricity there. So if you come by right now, it's probably not. It's not going to be open.
Bring a flashlight.
Bring a flashlight.
She's supposed to open here in 1 minute.
Okay, but-
depending on whether the electrician's able to get things operating, I don't know.
Right. So shop by candlelight.
Yeah, bring
Cash only sales, please.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can't do any card transactions.
Nope. Although if we get that Flintstone, that'd be funny if you had the old school.
We got one. We got one at our shop.
Yeah.
We still have one.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, those are good back in the day.
Yeah. Tear the carbons off. Remember the carbon?
Oh,
They
yeah,
had
the
your
carbon,
receipt
you
in
got
the
black
carbon.
crap all over your
Yep.
hands. Yep, I remember. Thank you, guys. We'll
Thank
see you
you.
next time. It's 10 o'clock. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your day. We'll be back bright and early on tomorrow morning. Don't forget, I was thinking it's not Friday yet, is it?
No.
No.
You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND.